Just when you thought woke was done, Big T, here come the male cheerleaders.
See, and it honestly, it worked in real time. We started talking about Lex Wessner and FC, and then we spent 20 minutes on cheerleaders.
I firmly believe I don't understand why anyone ever addresses anything. If you just wait a week, no one will care. Literally, it does not matter what it is.
Welcome back to Macrodosing. It is Thursday, August 14th. It's like the middle of the year. It's like the middle of the year.
Yeah.
It's a little over the middle of the year. Huh?
It's over. We're 8 months in.
Yeah.
2/3.
8 months in. Yeah. So past the middle of the year, holidays are coming up, Big T.
Are they?
My focus is on holidays now. I'm looking forward to Thanksgiving.
Labor Day is a big holiday for me because that's college football. But you're talking about like Thanksgiving and Christmas?
Yeah, it's already on my radar. Absolutely.
That's crazy.
You started shopping?
No.
Okay.
Now, I am a proponent of shopping early. I have everything done by middle of November at the absolute latest.
Really?
Yes.
I struggle with that.
I don't even wait for Black Friday because they don't even, other than the Barstool Sports sale, which is great, you don't even get any good deals.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah, I'm a procrastinator. I've gotten gifts day of.
I've done that too. I've done Christmas Eve.
What do you get day of? Do you just order it online and be like, this is what you're getting, or do you go to a store?
Like Target.
Yeah.
It's like Target. Grab some socks, grab some stuff like that. And it's little stocking stuffers, shit like that.
It's not Christmas unless you want to murder somebody for a parking spot. Like that's kind of my barometer. Like that's the holiday tension.
Yeah. It's yeah. Maybe I should because I'm thinking about it so early. Maybe I should start.
Outsource it to Big T. Sounds like he's got plenty of time to do it.
But also, I'm like I'm tired of giving gifts anyway. Yeah, I got jits, and these motherfuckers play with it for like 2-3 days, and then they done with it. And I'm like, I don't know how I feel about it anymore.
It's the joy of Christmas, though.
Yeah. Like I got them a 3D printer. They printed two things.
Yo,
that shit was like $1,000.
Have you used it?
No.
Okay.
I did. I printed a boat.
Yeah. Like
it's not much shit I can do where I just not gonna keep my interest like that.
Yeah.
But
I think adults do that too, though. Like you bought the Apple Vision Pro, used it 3 times.
I don't think that was for Christmas.
But I'm just saying, like when you buy, like I do that. I bought a putting mat like a year ago, and I was like, I'm going to use this all the time. I've used it 5 times.
Nothing brings me joy. So it's like, what's the point of even buying shit?
Nice speaking my language,
like, I don't.
Nihilist. Let's go.
No. Well, fuck. I never wanted. We talked about this last time. Like I never wanted to be, but like I just don't need anything. Like if I were rich, I think I would suck at it. Like I would just. Like
I'm pretty bad at it.
Yeah, I just like watching sports and hanging out. Like I don't even.
I forget. I had a homeboy. Actually, he's my barber, and we were just talking today about this. Actually, he was saying like, "Yo," he's like, "You a rich dude who don't do rich shit. You just do regular shit, but like a lot, like an abundance of regular shit." And I was like, "That's pretty accurate."
What's like regular shit that you do?
Like I golf.
Okay.
But like, and an egregious amount of times a week. You know what I'm saying? Like I golf, I get golf clubs a lot. I get golf clothes a lot. Like you know, I just regular shit, but a lot of it. Like if I don't know.
You want to hear a tragedy? My golf club got stolen out of the back of my car.
Oh,
get me started.
Yeah.
No shot. I would be sick.
Yeah.
Where was this?
So I don't know exactly. Because I was doing like normally I have this like little sunroom, and I normally just I've never used it for anything but storage. But I decided to do like a little home renovation. I like laid some concrete and like put flooring in, the whole thing. Shout out to me, man, shit. And so I thought in my head I put my golf clubs in the storage unit, like beneath my apartment, and I was supposed to play on a Thursday, and I went down there to get them. Like they're not there. So then I'm like, where the fuck? So I think it actually happened here. I think they were stolen out of my trunk in our parking lot.
Well,
so
not in a great part of town.
So that's true. And there was a day maybe 2 months ago where I went out and got coffee in the middle of the day, and our security guy was jogging through the parking lot, and he's like, "Come with me." And I'm like, "All right." So I just like start following him, jogging with him. And there was this he was probably a high school kid breaking into cars in the spots closest to the street, and he like gave like an intimidating whistle, and the kid like looked and like left the no windows broken, but he left the door of this like black truck open, and then he just sprinted off. So I was like, wait, why was I coming with you? Was I about to citizens arrest somebody?
Well, I don't want to.
Yeah.
Golf clubs are in the back of my car here. I should probably.
Yeah, don't do that. Put them away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. RIP to them, dog. Sorry you had to go through that.
End of the season for me.
Nah, you got to get back on that horse.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, we're going to get you
I
right.
mean,
but yeah.
I'm playing Saturday. That's probably the last time I'm going to play golf this year.
Oh, that sucks. Y'all in the north, huh? Yeah.
Well, no,
the weather's
just football.
Oh.
It's still hot as hell here.
Yeah. You can play till I played at Thanksgiving before.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be skipping football games but it's really too hot right now. Like, so the other day I went golfing, and it was my homeboy birthday, and we all go to Memorial. Really good track, dope place. We tee off at 7:30. By the 9th hole, I am drenched in sweat. My pants are sticking to my leg. It's disgusting. I went inside the pro shop, got a whole new fit.
That's why I only play 9 holes.
It was ridiculous, but you gotta love it, man.
Yeah,
you know, it's for the love of the game.
18 holes, it's too long. It's too long even if you were playing by yourself. But now so many people are like clogging up courses that it's literally too long. Like it takes 5.5 hours. It's crazy.
You're not dedicated. That's all that is.
I have a friend who's a member at Old Elm. You ever heard of Old Elm?
No.
So it's like North Shore of Chicago. It is all men, and the locker room, the course is like 110 years old now, and the locker room looks basically the same supposedly as it did when it opened, and they have these shower heads there that knock you on your ass. It is the best shower of my life, so I'll play there when it's 100 degrees because I get to look forward to that shower, because it's like you could clean an elephant with these shower heads. It's awesome. And then they were going to allow women into the clubhouse for the first time ever on the 100th anniversary, and they have this great logo that's this big old elm tree. So they have women in there having, the wives, the daughters, everybody. A freak storm comes through, lightning strikes the tree that is their logo, burns it down, and they're like, that's it. Like, God doesn't want women at this club. So now they have like a big yellow line at the start of the parking lot where if your wife is dropping you off, the car can't cross that line. So
there's no way.
Yeah, and you just have to you have to walk like 100 yards or so up to the clubhouse.
Crazy.
Yeah,
that's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just realized I didn't finish the intro.
Oh.
Yeah, PFT's out today, y'all. A lot of shit going on during summer. I was out last week. I was in Cabo.
Nice.
And yeah, that was really nice. And I'm kind of exhausted still, but onward.
I feel like, are you going anywhere soon, or do we have everybody back for a prolonged period of time starting next week?
That was my last trip, like for the summer. I'm back. I don't have any trips planned in the next like 2-3 months. I have a little league, so we have a scrimmage this weekend, and then the season starts. So we got to get on it. So excited about the season start, man. It's been fun coaching the little kids. It's frustrating from where I was at though, because this is my first little league experience.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like so many like you can't hold guys accountable the way you can like in pros or college. Like there's like you have to actually coach them.
They are
up.
children.
How old are the kids for little league?
They're like 11.
Okay.
12. Yeah, you're not wrong, but that's why I'm saying it's frustrating. It's frustrating because it's like I can't say, hey, like you gonna do this shit or like next guy's up. Right? You can't do that. Like,
you're gonna get fired.
Because
everyone on the line.
Yeah,
Timmy missed the snap count.
Next guy can't even tie his shoes.
Yeah.
and the guy behind him, his shoulder pads on backwards. So it's like there is no next guy. It's just like you have to be very patient. You have to be very kind. You have to be very um it's just a different experience. But it's fun. It's very rewarding. It's very gratifying. But also like we have like probably 7 plays in, and I'm not used to that. I need more diversity.
It's a light install.
But they can't. But we can't get these plays down. So like literally yesterday in practice we did a walkthrough, like where we did a lot of walkthroughs in the pros too. But like we literally we've been running this place for 2 weeks. We line up the defense and it's like, okay, call the play. Who do you got on this play? The guy's like, man, I'm like, my man, like, all right, let's just walk through. We walked through every single play in the playbook, and it got better as the practice ended. But as we changed the 1s from the 2s to the 3s, it just gets exponentially worse, and it's harder to keep intensity like that.
Yeah.
Because guys feel like, oh, I'm messing up, or it's not like fun. Offense is never fun. I played my entire life. Offense is always like, hey, we got to get this right. It's reps. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. You got to do it again. Whereas defense, it's just swarming.
Read and react.
Fun. It is. Yeah, read and react. And so offensive days are a little boring for them, and that's hard as the OC. But it's just part of it.
Did you happen to see that Greg Olson clip? Because he's coaching his kids. Yeah. And it's like him. I think it might be like Luke Kuechly. They got like 4 former NFL guys like on staff for like 13-year-olds, and he's just like,
that's a lot. That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, but he was just like, he's like, we're on it, and he was like the way he was talking. I'm like, I think I would be terrified of this guy if I was 13 and on his team, because he was talking about it like it was like they're prepping for the AFC Championship. Like that's the way that he came across in the interview. It was a funny clip.
He said he wants the opposing parents when they're sitting in the stands to look at his team and be like, I don't want my child playing.
That was the line.
He said.
That's wild. Yeah. His goals are a lot more ambitious than mine.
It's like Dallas Carter in Friday Night Lights. Like, we just got to take all these boys home.
Did you see, Midland Lee in that movie? They apparently changed the name of that school several years ago.
Okay.
And they just voted to put it back to Lee.
Got to.
Yesterday.
Nice.
Yeah, I saw that on Twitter.
Bring the uniforms back. The other thing about that movie is that, because they have like a lot of NFL alum from Permian, Roy Williams, the wide receiver, went to Permian, but then they casted him as an assistant coach on Midland Lee.
Really?
Yeah, the rival school.
I didn't know that.
I think I would have returned. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I'm turning that down. I'm not wearing their colors. Absolutely not.
I mean, they do beat them.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah. I have a question for everyone, but I would like input.
Wait. Hold on. You like this, that they renamed the school thing? Is that what
I don't care. I just thought it was interesting because we were talking about Friday Night Lights.
What's the Lee? Is it Robert E. Lee?
Yeah.
That's a little tough.
That's why they took it away. I should have clarified.
Yeah.
I
didn't know if it was after a river or something. Yeah.
No.
Name it after a Confederate.
No, they were the rebels as well.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if they are going back to that.
Literally.
Yeah. Maybe they don't have to be Robert E. Lee.
They changed from Midland Lee to Midland Legacy, and then
that's a bad name.
They just went back.
Robert E. Lee wasn't from Texas, though, was he?
No, Virginia.
So then you were just like, that's our guy?
I guess.
Admiring from afar?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. That's not
I will
so
say,
good.
I don't like that they went back to that, whatever. But Midland Legacy is a stupid name because you were just trying to keep it as you wanted to keep the L-E. You got rid of the second
It's like
E.
a wink, wink.
Right. That's a stupid name. If you just would have named it something
No, we'll totally
different.
change it.
Right. So we can keep the L, the first E, get rid of the second one. Legacy.
Yeah. The Fighting Roberts.
Yeah, but anyway.
The Fighting Bobby.
Have they still? I need to see if what they changed their team name to. Because there's no way they kept the Rebels.
Rebel can be anything, though.
I think everybody's trying to get rid of it. They're trying to get rid of it at Ole Miss. Well, not Ole Miss, but people want them to get rid of it.
I understand maybe changing that mascot that they used to have, which I think they got rid of that mascot, right?
Colonel Reb.
Colonel Reb. The other thing is, like, was it them that would do the Whistling Dixie?
They played a version of Dixie that was mixed with the Battle Hymn of the Republic. It was actually a very beautiful song, but they were forced to get rid of that as well.
Yeah. That's a shame that that's what that tune is associated with because it's a great tune.
That's why you want to whistle it.
Yeah, it is a great tune, but it's like, oh.
I don't know that I've ever heard that.
Heard the song or that it's a good tune?
Whistling Dixie. I've heard the term, but I don't know that I've actually heard the actual.
I don't really want to whistle.
Can we play it? Yeah.
I don't know if you can. It might be fair use. It's been around since.
It's a 200-year-old song.
Yeah. Because I think you
just do it. Yeah, do an instrumental.
No, I'm just gonna listen to it.
By the way, they were still the Rebels.
Okay.
So.
I mean, Texas.
Randy Houser, or is it just?
I mean, there's probably thousands of
Randy
versions.
Houser is like a country artist from not that long ago, like maybe 2010. So
that might just be a different song.
Yeah.
The first one that popped up.
Yeah.
This is a lot of banjos.
Yeah.
I don't. He might not be listening.
No.
Oh, is this do your? I heard this melody before.
Yeah.
This was do your ears hang low? Do they wobble to and fro?
Oh, is it?
Can you tie them in a knot?
No.
Can you tie them in a bow?
So the first couple things of that do sound similar, but it's not that exactly.
But that does, like, I had never associated that. As soon as he said it, I'm like, yep.
The first few notes,
exactly
the first few notes do sound like that.
Oh, it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
That's a little bit. Yeah, I have never heard this song before.
Huh.
And I'm okay if I never hear it again.
Yep.
There's nothing like getting to a baseball game, especially last minute. Lucky for me, I always use Game Time, the official ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. Game Time makes getting tickets faster and easier. Prices on the app actually go down the closer it gets to showtime. Whole office is going to Cubs Pirates on Friday, so I'm looking at that game right now. I see an amazing Game Time deal for great seats for only $67. That's Cubs fighting for a playoff spot against the Pirates on Friday. Going to be great. You can put those savings back in your pocket and spend them at the ballpark on a hot dog, a new hat, or some good old-fashioned Cracker Jack. What are you waiting for? I'm going to buy those Cubs tickets now with Game Time. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code MACRO for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code MACRO for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. What time is it? Game Time. This summer, the sun's out, and so are the fresh cuts at Sport Clips Haircuts. It's the perfect place to cool off and watch some sports on TV while also getting a precision haircut from stylists who just get it. They've been specially trained to cut men's hair. Take your haircut to the next level when you ask for the MVP haircut experience. It comes with a hot steam towel and a 7 pressure point massaging shampoo that are sure to make you melt into the chair. And for this summer only, you can swap out the classic hot steam towel for a refreshing chilled towel, an icy alternative that's the perfect way to defeat the heat. Sport Clips, it's a game changer. What was I going to say? Oh, okay. So that aside, this very hard pivot. I have a question. So this is coming out tomorrow. So Taylor Swift on New Heights will have been out for 12 hours or so. I have a friendly wager with Jack Mack.
Okay.
Who claims that it will not come within 10 million views in the first 24 hours of Rogan and Trump, which was 26 million. So he gave me plus 10. I think he's out of his mind. I would be stunned if it doesn't get 20, and I would not be surprised if it surpasses that.
In the first 24?
Correct.
I'll take that bet with you. I don't think it will.
You don't think it's going to get within 16?
Where is the actual? I'm trying to pull it up on YouTube.
I'll do it with you too. That's fine.
Is it already out?
No. It comes out tonight.
Oh, it's out tonight.
Yeah.
So by Friday night at whatever
Thursday night.
I'm sorry, by Thursday night, 6 p.m. You said it has to be 16 or more.
Correct.
I'll take that bet. What are we betting?
I don't know. What do you want?
Want to do the push-up?
No,
bet?
because I don't like you doing push-ups doesn't do anything for me. Like I don't.
Well, what do you value, Big D?
Money?
That's what you have to bet. Okay, well, let's bet money then, Big D.
Oh.
Like, push-up bet is fun, friendly wager, high. You got to do something you don't want to do, but you're way too fucking cool for me.
No,
so.
it's just like if I
whatever
like me
Big T
calling you up to
values,
do push-ups, that it doesn't bring me any joy.
We'll bargain what you value.
We'll figure it out. But
how about one of the 30,000 hats you have? You want one of those?
You want to do a hat bet?
Do a hat bet.
Okay.
I could use a new Brewers hat. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Can't have too many Brewers hats. Okay, and then you want, I assume, a Tennessee hat?
Yeah, I'll see what you got. We'll do a merch bet of some kind. I'll give you whatever hat you want.
Perfect.
And then I'll see what you have.
Perfect. Diamond studded Brewers hat. Hell yeah, let's do it.
So the Rogan Trump currently is 59 million. Do you think it'll exceed that total eventually?
Yeah, in what, 6 months? Yeah.
Yeah, this is
But I actually think that one, they're both very, neither of them are particularly evergreen, but I think more people would go back to listen to Taylor Swift on that than Trump on Rogan.
I think that's probably true.
Because that was like a campaign thing, so it's outdated for the most part.
I think the only issue you have working against you right now, I agree with you, Big T. I think it will surpass that. I think the issue that you're working against is that show gets clipped so heavily that you could probably see all of the quote unquote important parts just on Twitter. So some people may not be like, I need to go listen to the full interview and just get basically what they need out of Taylor from clips.
But that's going to be over the course
of her birthday or something?
No, she's releasing a new album.
Oh, I typed in Taylor Swift on Google and confetti popped up on my screen.
Because of her new album.
That's insane. That is great.
It's the life of a show, girl.
Go ahead, Big T. Sorry, I cut you off, Lo.
I'm trying to find. I saw the announcement of her being on the show on Instagram had like 100 million views or something. Now, views on Instagram are different than YouTube. Like if you just scroll past it, but
also the announcement. So there was 2 announcements that were put out. One was just that there was going to be Taylor on the show. And then the second was the album. What is the announcement?
What is the last?
That one got like 150 million.
That Taylor Swift has done.
She hasn't done an interview. She didn't do any for Tortured Poets Department, which was April of 24. And then Midnights, I'm trying to think. She has never done a podcast. So this is her first podcast. I don't think she's done real interviews that weren't like she did a Time interview in the past couple years, but she doesn't do press anymore. Like
she shouldn't have to.
For promotions.
Okay, so
she's doing her boyfriend.
The numbers on her last interview, I think, will gauge.
But that's the thing, she doesn't really do stuff like this.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well, her last interview by that metric should have big numbers.
So
because if the fans are clamoring to hear their person speak,
yes.
I mean, the last time he said something, I want to say, "Boom, where's that?" So I want to know what her last interview is and see the metrics on that.
So her last interview was for Time magazine in December 2023. So that was all written media.
What kind of views? I don't even know if this data is out there, but she had that Netflix thing, right?
Miss Americana. She had a documentary.
What do you think the views that were on
Netflix don't release views, right?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, but then she also had, like, the Eras tour came out with a concert movie, basically, so you could watch the Eras tour at home. So that was also another thing, but that didn't have any like behind the scenes really. That was just like the concert start to finish.
I think it is more likely, significantly more likely, that it soars past 26 million than doesn't get 16. Like I'm very confident.
I think 16 is easy.
Grok
in 24 hours?
Yes.
I mean, so okay.
Arian, you've seen these white girls.
So think about this. So Trump and Rogan got 26. Think of how many people hate both of those people. Now, Taylor Swift's audience, I would guess, is primarily on the other side of the aisle politically, but there's not a political barrier that is now, and obviously most of her fans are women. So, but
yeah, I think you're thinking about this the wrong way.
But it's also on a football show.
I think you're thinking about this the wrong way. I think because it was political, you have interest from both sides to watch.
I agree.
Like, I'm not gonna not watch Trump because he doesn't. I think agree with him. I'm gonna watch.
Sure, but I think there are a lot of people who would not watch that.
I'm sure that there are, but there's a reason why Joe Rogan is the biggest podcaster in the world right now. Like, he's starting to slowly creep towards the right, and that's an intriguing for a bunch of different reasons. One, like the main, like one of the biggest venues out is right leaning, is starting to go right leaning. Trump is a right president. That's of interest to a lot of people on the left. Like, maybe not populist people who are interested in freeing Gaza and shit like that, sure, I'm not gonna watch that shit. But if for people who are interested in policy or to keep abreast of what's going on in politics, the president of the United States goes on the biggest podcast in the world. Yeah, that's gonna garner a lot of traffic from both sides. Because what you're saying, you're right. Taylor Swift's fans are left leaning. I think this is just going to be a Taylor Swift thing and a little bit of Kelsey, whoever fuck with them boys. Like maybe they might stay for a little bit, but like I don't think it's going to be like this. Everybody's coming to see it.
I think it could get like 40.
I
think it's going to be crazy.
Arian, I love you. I don't think you know what.
And I'm shocked that
I'm
shocked that Jack Mac thinks the way he does, given how online he is. I would think that he would be more with me.
Oh, give me something that says, okay, look at what she brings.
Dude, like when the tickets for her tour went on sale, like you couldn't buy them. Like you hit like buy the second they went on sale, and they were all gone for hundreds of millions of tickets. Like
she has the biggest grossing sale or tour of all time.
I mean, I hear that like almost every new tour now.
I don't think any are close to what she did. I mean, how many shows was that tour?
146.
146 in football stadiums. So 146 times, let's just call it 80,000 each.
I'm not saying she's not mega. I'm saying I don't know.
That's 11.7 million people.
24 hours is a lot.
Well, also, Arian, it's also a big thing, not just because of her. Well, it's compounding. It's her album announcement. She's on her first podcast / interview, if you want to call it, in years. It's the first time we're seeing her and Travis really interact in a real sense that's not paparazzi. And all of that put together is basically
let me put it this
tornado.
way. Let me put it this way. Just based on my quick math, she sold about 11.7 million tickets for that tour. A lot of people went twice. Let's just call it an even 10 million people went to that tour, right? So that's 10 million people who are willing to spend a lot of money to go see her. So that conversion rate to watch this is going to be 100%. So there's 10 million off the bat. And that's people who are willing to spend a ton of money to watch her. Now think of people who are really invested, who maybe don't have that kind of money. Okay, another lot, several million. Now people who are just kind of casually invested. There's another few million. It's 16. I'm so confident. I could not be more confident in something.
How many people do you think are casually invested in Taylor Swift? Because like the Trump, it's like the Trump
casually a fan of her, not many. Casually interested in what she has to say, like on an interview that she doesn't do ever with Travis Kelce, a significant amount.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay. So
I'm interested to watch it.
Oh, see,
and I don't care. I don't care about her at all.
I will not. I won't watch that. I'll see clips, I'm sure, on TikTok or whatever, but like I just don't care.
That's fine.
Trump, like his election impacts everyone in the country and the world. So like I think there will be more people who are inclined because it's the most famous person ever on the
I think you're misreading the American electorate significantly. Do you think more people you care about politics a lot?
Yeah,
most
that's true.
The overwhelming majority of this country does not. A lot of people do care about Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting bet. I feel like that podcast is not for me. So I'm just like I'm not gonna.
Like I don't listen to that podcast, and I don't care about Taylor Swift. I'm interested to watch her on it.
I'm more fascinated by her fans than I am by her.
Be careful.
I
you know what? I'm with you, dog.
I don't get it. Like she's super talented. I enjoy her music, but like the cult of Taylor is like I need someone, and maybe the girls in the back can explain it. Like I don't understand what the appeal is about everything she does and says.
But I would say like Trump has like that.
Yeah.
Fans.
I agree.
Good, Mackenzie.
I
Good,
agree.
Mackenzie.
But that one to me makes a little bit more sense.
But why?
Because he's the most powerful man in the world.
Yes, but
like he shouldn't have fans.
Yeah, the fandom.
I agree with that.
The cult of MAGA.
Totally agree with that.
Yeah.
Totally agree with that.
The cult of MAGA is
But no, I do
crazy.
agree about the Taylor Swift like fans. Like it's a lot sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah.
I don't know. I think it's also like,
and I'm not like I'm not judging. I'm genuinely like curious because I like on the surface I'm like I'm missing something.
I think a lot of it is her too, and like she is so calculated about everything she does. So they've just like in turn become like looking for Easter eggs constantly, or like looking for hints, looking for this and that, because she's like always putting that out.
She's made the universe interesting by doing what she does.
That's like how I take it.
Yeah.
So like
give me an example of like something calculated. And this is not like a contentious. This is a genuine question. I've never listened to a full Taylor Swift song. Right, just never has interested me.
Oh, she's got great songs.
Yeah,
she's got great.
I'm sure she does. Just not my type of music. But give me something that she's done that's like calculated and like. And it's like, okay, she did this is boom, and surprised the fans. Like, wow, like, I genuinely have no clue.
So I'm just gonna go off of what's currently going on, just because of recency bias, and it can kind of tie into what's currently happening. So she is releasing her 12th studio album called "The Life of a Showgirl." That's the name of the album. Now, working backwards, the color scheme for this album is orange and like mint green as of right now. Now, she has been wearing orange and green outfits for about a year, kind of breadcrumbing.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
like, it definitely.
We're not saying it's not
Can
crazy.
I'm not calling you crazy. I'm just saying like all the And I saw something about she released August 12th.
Yeah, so that's what I was going to say.
And then that's the day that a song by Lady
Applause.
Gaga came out that she played before she came out on stage during her tour. It's like a whole, it's nuts, dude.
So Arian, she released the announcement of her album at 12:12 a.m. on August 12th for her 12th studio album. And 12 years ago, Applause by Lady Gaga was released. And Applause by Lady Gaga is the song that she played before every single Eras tour before the show started. So when I was at the Eras tour, you would hear applause and again, not a Taylor Swift song, but the crowd would erupt because that was the basically call of like the show is starting. So all of that kind of works into that. Then you see people have been putting together that the orange and green color scheme is similar to the oxidation of the Statue of Liberty.
What?
Okay.
All right.
Okay, now we're talking. I knew we were on a conspiracy podcast.
I didn't even know about that one.
Because it started out hold on. Stay with me. The Statue of Liberty when it was gifted to us from France was copper, or it is copper. It was copper. And then as time went on and as the oxidation process happened, it turned into the mint green that it is today. So people have put together that the orange and green color scheme has to do with the oxidation of the Statue of Liberty, which basically in turn points to have like the life, quote unquote, life of a showgirl, and she's put on this pedestal. And
we're just talking.
No,
I'm following.
And
this is
how
what gets the people going.
And how being basically fame has turned her into a different version of herself because of the pressures and all of that. Does that make sense?
It does make sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
so it's like how it all
I understand it.
Yeah.
So like this is y'all's version of like a Kendrick. This is this is what Kendrick does. Kendrick does very strategic things on album rollouts, and
her and Kendrick are very good friends and collaborators.
Yep. And he ties like historical events to like his albums, and like his albums are very narrative driven. It's like a movie.
Right.
I get it, man. I love that for y'all, and I hope that this does surpass. I'm gonna lose a hat, but that's amazing.
I'm really excited. I also think part of it, one more Easter egg I'll throw in, then I'll be done, is the last album that came out. She added that into the Eras tour towards the end of it based on timing. And one of the numbers that she did was basically her being a showgirl. And that was a whole part of the show. So that kind of was also, again, something you can't catch on to because you didn't have the information we have now, but she was a showgirl for part of the Eras tour. And that was also, she was also portrayed as a showgirl in one of her music videos a couple years ago. So she's kind of, I think, had this showgirl quote unquote theme for a couple years and kind of knew that it was leading up to this. Cause I think this album is going to be less about like breakups, obviously. And I think it'll be Travis Kelce focused, obviously, but I think it's more a look at fame and what it does to people and a look back at her years in the show business and how that's changed her and affected her. So I think it's less love focused and more industry focused. That's my take.
Okay. I got a question.
I'll hang up and listen.
I got a question.
I'll hang up and listen.
Yeah.
So this is album 12.
Yes.
Naturally, the next one would be 13.
Which is, we can't even.
Which, do you think that's her final album? Because she's always about the number 13. So what if she just disappears from your life?
That's a possibility. She's 30.
She's 35 per Google. Turning 36 in December.
On December 13th, 1989, famously.
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna lose this.
Now wait, before you say that, I was actually just thinking about what if we made it a jersey bet, because I've been eyeing a Reggie White jersey, and if not, I'll get you a cool Brewers jersey.
I'm gonna lose it. So like I underestimated her impact on like that culture.
And Arian, I'm like low key.
Yeah, that's
you're mid
actually
key.
insane. You just told me about the
You're mid key
oxidization of the Statue
middle.
of Liberty.
I will say though, I just see all of this. I take it in. I do not have the time nor the willpower to actually be the one that unveils these things.
We have a whole podcast on this network that's dedicated to Taylor Swift.
With two of my very good friends.
You're upper middle class of Taylor Swift fans.
Okay.
You're making six figures in the realm of.
Okay, I'll take that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So I like it. So I just looked like again, like I see the Kendrick parallel as far as like the way she moves. And like I said, it makes me not hate the lore of her.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
It makes me actually like, okay, I understand why people fuck with that. Like during probably the biggest viral thing that happened in 2024 was the beef between Drake and Kendrick. When Kendrick dropped Not Like Us, the video that went 20 million in 24 hours. So and that was like that really capsized like the global music market. So if she hasn't done an interview in a while and she's going on a podcast with her boyfriend for the first time and the Statue of Liberty
oxidation or whatever,
all of that orange uniform, she's been planning. Like I could see how this could be like a big thing. Well, I'm a man of my word, sticking my bet, but I think I might lose this one.
Is there a world where you're disappointed with the podcast? Like, can you envision being like, oh, I was a letdown?
I mean, I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think so. Like I've already got what I needed off the 3 clips they posted. Yeah. So like even if the interview's shit, I could be like, I loved those clips.
It's
like,
just the act of seeing her on the thing.
Yeah.
With Travis. And like it's a whole,
I don't want to recreate it, but like the way I was reacting alone in my apartment on Monday night is a little bit pathetic. And it was just a clip.
Was it the one where he was like, this matches your eyes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then also when she announced the name of the album, I was like literally screaming and like kicking my legs in my apartment. I was so excited.
Okay.
I would assume that nothing can let me down. She could go on there and fart and leave, and I'd be like, oh my God.
I would love to care about something that much.
It's really fun.
Sports.
Wild,
but you guys care about sports.
No, not to that level. Not to that level.
I don't know. I've
had a lifetime where I just asked you, is there a world where you could be disappointed by Taylor Swift on a podcast? My whole life is disappointment with sports.
But then you keep going back. That's
a psychopath.
Some may say you like it even more. Like Mackenzie and I continually get blessed from her. And my sports teams as well. I deal with despair and loss and tragedy.
But the Taylor Swift thing, it's easy to love something when nothing bad ever happens.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
so they're front runners.
Yeah, maybe.
If we're like Arian and the Brewers.
If Taylor went down a road of some bad decisions, would we still be riding with her like this?
I don't know.
Right.
I never have to think
That's a
about that
good
because
question.
she makes really good music to my ears. But like some may say, like it's
like
harder
Kanye.
to be.
I was
Yeah.
just thinking that actually.
Yeah. But like some may say it's harder to be a sports fan of a bad franchise because, or compared to Taylor Swift, or you care more because you're not a fair weather fan. You go through pretty much all lows. Like being a Browns fan and being a Taylor Swift fan are exact opposite experiences. And like, also, it doesn't happen often where we get new music. Like every single year, August 30th, September 1st, whatever, there will be new football to be had, or there will be new baseball at some point. This is like,
Hope springs eternal.
yeah. Like this is like, oh my gosh, I didn't know this was going to happen.
It's like a birthday present.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Birthday surprise.
Birthday surprise.
I am actually very interested in that. Like, this woman has a cult of personality that is so large that, like, eventually, in the next, 10, 15, whatever years, like, eventually she will stop doing stuff.
You would think.
And then, like, what happens?
I want to know what her
Then you get
process
bigger.
is for this. Like that whole thing, the oxidation, Statue of Liberty, like color
She has a
scheme.
staff of people that are doing
That's
that.
what I
guarantee
mean,
you.
but-
I
Yeah.
do think sometimes there are things that coincidentally happen
Yes,
and
like-
then they run with it.
Did you see the A12 thing at the stadium?
No, I don't see that much, but I do think sometimes people are like, oh, like that. Oh, I did see that. And then there was like orange confetti specifically at like one show, and everyone was like, oh,
Right.
the orange.
I think
lines up
sometimes
to this.
God
like,
has intervened and she just runs with it too. Yeah. Like,
but yeah,
So
she's
God and
definitely
Taylor are
calculated.
different?
yeah, Scott and Taylor are
Okay,
different.
okay, all right.
Scott and Taylor are different.
Okay.
But yeah, that she has to have like an incredible team of people. That
Sometimes I wonder if she could do it on her own. She seems like
I think she does
I think
a
she
lot of
could.
it on her
she
own.
is smart, like in terms of marketing
Yeah.
and stuff, obviously. But
because the album has to fit whatever the theme is, and she
But-
has to be the album.
yeah,
Also, I think she could do it on her own because at this point, it's not like she has to promote anything. She dropped one of her albums just on a random like day during COVID with no lead up. And I know like Beyonce's done that too. And again, Beyonce, huge star that also doesn't need promotion anymore. She doesn't do press. Like they are
That's
past.
another cult like fan.
Yeah,
Right.
The Bayhive.
They have passed the need for promotion and marketing. Now it's just like fun. And like that's why the Easter eggs can be so fun because it's not like she's worried about album sales. She's not worried about like her Jimmy Fallon interview. She is so beyond that level of celebrity that she can truly just do whatever she wants. That's why she's doing it on freaking New Heights. Like she's doing it on her boyfriend, who I think maybe more than her boyfriend at this point. But her
An Easter
boyfriend's
egg?
no, I don't think it's Easter egg.
Okay.
I just think they're secret. But
What if he proposes on the show?
that would be
That'd
weird.
be awesome for me.
That'd be weird.
I'd get the ick.
I'd get the ick.
Man,
So
they're
that's
gonna
how you're
be-
disappointed that we found
Yeah,
it.
gonna
yep,
have a
that
new
that
hat.
would
He
be
did
the
that.
disappointment.
Yeah.
It's like getting proposed to at a sporting event.
Yeah.
On the
All right,
jumbotron.
give me your top 5 cult like fan bases. Like them or don't like them.
Mm,
Taylor Swift.
yeah,
You think she's number 1 in the world?
I think so.
Up there.
I think Beyonce's
Okay.
up there.
Texas
Okay.
A&M.
I feel like
Yes.
yeah,
They are a legit cult.
yeah.
Very nice
one that's
people. Very
extremely-
nice people. But
finds its way on my timeline a lot is Nicki Minaj's fan bases.
Mm.
Oh yeah, the Barbs.
Ooh,
They're
that
they're
gets
intense.
wild. That
Lady
gets
Gaga's
toxic.
too has a big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Little
I've never
Monsters.
even ran into that base.
They're boy ones. I mean, like I feel like
Justin Bieber used to have one.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I
used
was part of
to.
it.
Hey, yo, listen, fam. Never listened to Justin Bieber music. I've heard shit here and there. Always thought he was a talented kid. Just was never my vibe. I don't know how, but this shit popped in my timeline, and it was like him on a boat, and I was like, that's a dope little visual. It's like black and white little visual. It's a song called Yukon.
So good.
That was the soundtrack to my Cabo trip. I played that
Oh.
shit in the pool for like 2 hours straight.
You should
we
listen to the
chilling
rest
on
of the
top.
album. It's really good.
I'm not sure that I will, but that song, fam, that song there, Hey,
One
I fucking
one for
love
one in
you,
your
Carl.
book.
That is
there you go.
shit. Huh?
He's 1 for 1 in your book.
1 for 1 in my book.
Yeah,
And, I
batting
like that.
1,000.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's already in my Hall of Fame. Hang him up, dog. That motherfucker cold, dog. I was extremely surprised.
I would also
Shout out to
say
you,
I
Beeps.
feel
Hope
like
you're doing good, Beeps.
I feel like both Kendrick and Drake have.
Yeah, they definitely do. Are there any non-musician ones other than A&M? I feel like
like I'm trying to think like Harry Potter or like
yeah,
like
that's
like Star Trek
that's
or
almost
something.
Yeah, like fantasy.
I don't know that a
stuff.
rapper has a fan base like a Taylor Swift or Beyonce.
no.
Like I think the Kendrick Drake shit is like they love arguing with each other about the facts of the shit, but I don't think in general like niggas is into like Kendrick like Taylor Swift. Like I'm not finna.
That one almost feels more like sports teams. Like I'm on.
Yeah,
you know?
that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, hey, yo, I really bang with him like this. So, boom, check out these facts. There is an ongoing lawsuit that Drake is doing right now that is hilarious. He recently asked to depose. I can't believe this shit. Did you follow the beef at all?
Like when it was happening, but I'm not like in that world.
Sure. I mean, I'm not in that world either, but like sometimes I'll do the For You page and it's like both fan bases just like back and forth. But like I took interest because Drake sued UMG because he was alleging that UMG used bots to hyping up the song Not Like Us.
Yeah.
And he's claiming that UMG did that to defame Dream. It was defamatory to defame him because he has a new contract negotiation with UMG coming up. So they wanted to devalue his brand by helping out that, which is the least hip hop shit you could possibly do. And it's so funny. But so in his new motion that they set out, he in the song Family Matters, he alleged that Kendrick's children were actually Dave Freeze, and Dave Free is Kendrick's like right hand man since they was a little kid. And so in a new motion, like this may be I didn't go to the whatever state this was filed in to see if but it looks like this is what it's saying. It's saying that he's alleging he's it's like a discovery. They want discovery of all text messages between Kendrick and Dave, all text messages between UMG and Kendrick, or any kind of information back and forth, and to see if his kids are his. I'm like, yo, that might be the wackest shit I've ever seen in my life.
This is why, like, didn't like Tom Brady have like some controversy that was born out of discovery from like his text messages during like the flea game? This is why I would just be like, let's settle. Like I don't want my text messages being read by the world. Like
it's tough because he's not suing Kendrick.
Yeah, he's suing the agents.
UMG.
Yeah,
and the odd part about it all is it's like, okay, if UMG did do these tactics to bolster and defame you, then they absolutely did these tactics to bolster you.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's a very odd case, dog. And I understand he called you a pedophile, and that's wild. Right.
Yeah.
That's wild. But
A minor.
Yeah. One of the more famous lines of all time. But
he did it on the Super Bowl.
Yeah. I mean, on the Super Bowl stage, the most watched event of all time. Yeah. But yeah, man, I hope that goes away because I'm tired of hearing about it, honestly. Big T, we're gonna get to your sheet, man. You had you said Chuck Schumer's political career is based on a couple that doesn't exist. What
you gotta go watch this video. Did you see this?
I haven't watched the
video.
Both
of y'all need to watch it. Chuck Schumer, this was on John Oliver's show. So for the last like 20 years, Chuck Schumer has talked about this couple in Long Island named their last name's Bailey. Jim and Eileen, I think are their names.
Joe
and Eileen Bailey. He's referenced these people hundreds of times. Like he in interviews, he's like, I talked to this couple, Joe and Eileen Bailey. He's said like how much money they make, their jobs. The wife's dad died of pancreatic cancer, all this stuff. He's very obsessed with these people. In his book that's 264 pages long, he references them 265 times.
What?
He's talked about these people extensively. They don't exist. They're completely made up. He made up a fake family that he says he based he says everything I do, I think about Joe and Eileen Bailey. And it's these fake people from Long Island who do not exist.
All right, but this is where it's like
What?
Automatic impeachment.
Yeah.
Like it has to be.
Hey, I would try to get that motherfucker out for a good 10 years.
Yeah.
So I'm with it. Get that nigga out of there.
So my brother and sister went to the same college in Rochester, New York, and actually where the Bills do their training camp. And when they graduated, my brother was older, so his graduation was first. Chuck Schumer was there to just give a speech at the graduation. And he tells this story about how it was like he was dating this girl and he won this scholarship to basically like take a trip around the world or something. And instead of taking the scholarship, he stayed with the girl and then they ended up breaking up. So he's like, always take the risk, like don't stay with whatever, blah, blah, blah. And that was like the whole thing. 2 years later, my sister graduates and he gives the same exact speech at the same exact school about like, oh, always follow your dreams, blah, blah, blah. Then we find out he's just doing this at like schools in upstate New York, like at graduations, like telling the exact same speech everywhere he goes to like, I don't know, garner votes of like young kids like graduating college. But like when I tell you it was the exact same speech, like word for word,
that's his graduation
insane.
speech.
Yes, but like, I don't know. It was like so funny.
Listen, once this guy put a picture of himself trying to put cheese on a burger.
On a raw burger.
That was, I mean, he's the fakest guy who's ever lived.
Yeah.
This is where it's like, why do we even have Congress? Because like if these are the people that are in charge, he doesn't know how to grill a burger. He's got a fake. His life is based off of a couple that he
said
fabricated.
He said like I based my career on these people.
How did it come out that they were fake?
John Oliver did a segment on it. I don't know if they're the ones who discovered it, but yeah.
Something wrong with his head, man. Like that's like a mental. You know what I'm saying? Like that's something wrong with you, bro. You got a sock puppet that you talk to.
You should have to get a real job first.
I agree
before
with that.
you can be in Congress.
I agree.
You should have to be 40 years old and have had a real job.
40 to 50.
Yeah, you got a 10-year window.
You're saying only 40 to 50?
Only 40 to 50, though.
You could get me up to like
35. 65?
I mean, I want people who have had life experience and wisdom. I don't want 80-year-olds.
I do not. I think after 50, you start to, these kids nowadays, that shit starts to creep in a little.
So then what about president? Only 40 to 50?
I'm okay with that. Yeah.
I mean, that's going to limit your pool
like 40,
significantly.
40 to 50 is like, you're not young, but you're not like old. You know what I'm saying? That's probably more like mid-30s to 45. You're not young, but you're not old. And you have like, you still got something to you. Once you're like 65, 60, that's who you are. You're not going to change. Your brain and your opinions are not malleable. Like, and you're just set in your ways. And this is why we had to lobby Congress for 20 years to say, hey, we probably need some new technology laws because this shit's getting out of hand. But a younger generation of Congress would have already had that shit on the docket. Like, yeah, hey, they'd have brought it up, We don't have to lobby for it.
Yeah.
You get these old motherfuckers out of here. I love what you did. You lived a good life. Go kick it, fam. Go enjoy your life. Go sit on your porch and do what you
Enough of the boomers, like for real.
Yeah,
what's the age where they force pilots to retire? Because it is kind of like what you're saying, Arian. Like it's like you can't be. It doesn't matter if like you pass the cognitive test or whatever. Like they make you like you're too old to fly.
65.
Yeah.
65.
Nancy Pelosi, man, dentures falling out on the microphone. Well, get your ass out of there.
Dude, who's the Republican from Kentucky? Who's
Mitch
like
McConnell.
Mitch McConnell,
Mitch McConnell,
who just like stood still.
His brain just like short circuited.
He's mush.
That's happened multiple times.
Yeah.
Like 6 times, bro.
Yeah.
Stay your ass home, bro. Go get your feet rubbed by a nurse or something.
But that's the problem. That they're addicted to power because they are institutional beings. Like all they know is politics and they just want to be in power. You should have to have a real job for 20 years. Then if you really decide that you want to go be in Congress, you can go do that for a period of time, but you don't get to stay there for 50 years.
I agree.
Yeah.
Term limits. Past 50, you out of there. Is what it is.
Once you start looking like Mitch McConnell, you should be asked to leave for the safety of others around you.
And wasn't Dianne Feinstein like the same boat? Where?
Oh yeah, she's 90.
Yeah. There was the other guy, Byrd, who was like legit in the KKK in West Virginia, like back in the day. He like died at his chair. He was like 90 something years old.
Who's the woman? I believe it was a U.S. Congresswoman who was in a nursing home for like a year and nobody knew.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Still in Congress?
Yes, an active. This was recent. See if you can find that.
Have you ever heard that story about Woodrow Wilson?
No.
So Woodrow Wilson,
Kay Granger is her name, is living in an assisted living facility after not casting a vote on the House floor over the past 6 months and is struggling with dementia.
Is she still in Congress?
This was in March of 2025. It said, or wait, hold on.
Yeah, but very recently, she might still be in.
No, she is not in anymore.
Okay, but very recently was living in a nursing home.
Yeah, this was her. It says from 1997 to 2025. So this is her first term without being in Congress.
Crazy. But Woodrow Wilson, for his second term, he had like a stroke or something, and his wife wouldn't allow anyone to see him. So like she's like, give me whatever your letter is for him. I'll make sure he gets it. So like effectively, she was running the country.
You should read Jake Tapper's new book because that's not the only president that's happened to.
Oh, what, Biden? Similar situation.
Yes.
I've heard people say that before, but it's just like you're coming out of World War I, you're repairing Europe. There's a lot of shit going on, and it's like his wife is just running shit. And they also had a similar situation with Reagan in the 80s, where when he got shot, he almost died, and so he had a longer recovery period. And his wife, they're like, we have to show him doing something. So they like sat him up in bed, and Nancy like gave him a slap and was like, you have to sign this. It was like some bullshit dairy bill, like, but just sign it and we'll have a photo op so you can prove that you are doing something, even though, because he was an older guy who was, nearly died, but it was like, we have to prove that he's alive, basically. And I mean,
that's fair enough.
Yeah, but I don't know.
My favorite.
One of my favorite.
Did we just both say my favorite at the same time?
I think we did.
Keep it going. We'll say the same thing. What's your favorite?
Your favorite?
I was gonna say my favorite presidential fact.
All right, go for it.
Well, Calvin Coolidge, he had an electric horse in the White House that he used to ride every day.
That rocks.
Like a child?
Yes, bro.
Hang on.
Oh, for real. It said it had 2 speeds, trot and gallop.
Damn. Oh yeah.
There
Pops
might
right
be
up.
a name for that kind of thing.
Nicknamed Thunderbolt.
I never knew that.
That shit funny as hell.
It was described as a way to get the beneficial effects of horseback riding without the potential dangers of a real horse.
What are the benefits of horseback? Have you ever done horseback riding?
You couldn't pay me.
Oh, the benefits are your balls get smashed. That's all it is. So I don't know what Calvin Coolidge was saying is
to the side,
the benefits.
Slide to the front. I used to ride horses.
Yeah?
Really?
Yeah.
You didn't get your balls smashed?
I was little, man,
Okay.
so wasn't much going on back then. When it was, I was like 11,
Okay.
12, 11. I was real young, and my grandma. So my mom grew up on a ranch, right? So she was like a rancher's daughter, and they had a ranch. And my grandma and grandpa split when I was younger, and my grandma started dating this dude named Jim. R.I.P. to Jim. Jim herded cattle for a living. So he would go out into like the deep nature and wherever people had cattle, and he would like herd them. And so you kind of like walk them and take them and transport them. And that's how I understood it. And so
It's a cowboy.
Yeah, he was a cowboy,
Yeah.
literally a cowboy.
Yeah.
And so my mom was like, hey, why don't you go with Jim for like a week or two? for some reason. I probably was acting like an asshole in the city. And so went to grandma's and I was like, fuck it. They bought me Wranglers and a hat. And I had boots and some more shit. I can find that picture. I'm seeing if my mom got that picture. Um, and so for 2 weeks, I was literally living off the land in tents. We cooking all our food and we herding cattle. And like I liked how he taught me because he understood I was an athlete and I'll pick it up and he didn't baby me. So like my very first time on a horse, I had to saddle my horse. I didn't know how to saddle a horse. And so he's telling me what to do and I'm doing it. And I didn't on the underbelly, I didn't like hook it enough. And so when I first got on the horse, I'm sliding off. Ooh. Like my saddle sliding off. And I'm like, yo, Jim. And he's like, get off, resaddle that fucking horse and get on up those rocks. And I was like, all right, bro. I had to get off. I'm like 12 years old, though. But he was just like, yo, you got to learn on the go. I got shit to do. And I appreciated it. It was dope. We slept in a tent. We woke up in the morning, cooked eggs, ate beans out the can. Like, it was real life. I was really a cowboy for a little, like 2 weeks.
So our coworker, Dante, who's in that summer house, he just did a cattle drive in Wyoming. He paid like $5,000, was there for a week. It was like him and a bunch of his college buddies. He said it was like the best experience. It's like exactly what you're talking about.
I'm surprised that you enjoy stuff like that, given that you are with me in that you don't like the ocean at all.
Oh, brother.
But does that not extend to land wildlife?
Land, it does, but not as much. Those are two separate things. I am a land dwelling creature.
Okay.
I don't
see. I'm not a wildlife guy. Period.
I'm not either. Like I was 12 and like I wouldn't do it now. Like if I'm camping now, I'm glamping. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to a spot where the animals know there are humans that migrate there. Like I'm not finna go to some deep part and pitch a tent and see what happens. Fuck no. Not now. But I as a kid, it opens up your mind to like at nighttime, right? You could see so many stars.
That's awesome.
Like shit like that, coming from the city. I ain't gonna see no shit like that. And coming from like where I was from, horrible circumstances to like, damn, like being in nature, it just really opens your mind to a whole other world of how people live. Your appreciation for I can go to the market and get some food rather than I have to go catch fish and eat that fish or else we don't eat that night. It's a different experience that as a 12-year-old it was really dope experience. I enjoyed it.
See, I still like all that. We used to, you know what the boundary waters are? So boundary waters are like way, way up north in Minnesota. There's nothing up there. And so my good friend from college was from like Minneapolis area. So we'd go up, we'd stay with his parents for a couple of days, and then we'd drive up to the boundary waters. And you have to like carry your canoe. You call it like portaging. You carry it from like lake to lake to channel. And you're up there for a week. There's nothing. You don't really bring food. You just fish and eat your fish that you catch, and then you bring a ton of beer, and like that's your trip. So it's like a little boys trip, and you're just in the woods and on the lakes, and it's awesome.
See, that kind of thing, just it's not tea.
Not tea.
Yeah, I just never got into fishing. I've never been hunting.
See, I've learned to hunt the last.
See, I don't know if I can hunt though.
I thought that.
Matter of fact, I know I can't hunt.
Why do you say that?
Because I went fishing when I was 15 and I caught a fish. It was my first time where I actually like caught a fish. Like I said, when I was camping and shit, I had help from Jim. But I caught a fish on my own, and they were like, okay, since you caught it, like you gotta kill it, you gotta gut it, and that's what we eat. And I said, all right, bet. Caught him, reeled him in, happy as shit, threw him in the bucket, and I was like, I'm gonna get another one, so I got 2 fish. And as I'm casting my reel, he starts to he can't breathe. And I'm like, yo, I really killed this nigga. And I felt so bad.
Yeah.
I was just like looking around in the boat, picked him up, threw him back. Couldn't do it. Didn't have the heart for it, dog.
Yeah.
So that's a fish.
Yeah.
I can't put no bullet and no arrow in no big ass game. Hell, I don't got the heart for it.
So
dog. Now if I find myself in we in an apocalypse, we in a nuclear apocalypse and shit, like I gotta eat. I'm a find it hard to do it. That's survival.
Yeah.
But like if I can go order a burger, I'm not gonna murder no animal. I can't do it.
So Sydney Wells and her dad taught me how to hunt. So I've been deer hunting, I think, the last 4 years, and I got 2 last winter.
Sydney Wells, is that the
Barstool Outdoors?
Oh, I thought that was the. I'm sure. You know the jump with the jean commercial.
Oh yeah. Different Sydney, and so I got 2 last year, so I've gotten 3 in my life now, and I definitely feel what you're saying, because like I get like the rush of when I have to track it, and then when I see it, I'm like, damn, and you almost. Like saying like I would say a prayer over it is not accurate, but you do have like a moment, or at least I do, of like guilt and kind of like reverence for it. And then I don't waste an ounce. And then the way like her dad was, because I had that, because like the last thing I'd ever want to do, because I wouldn't shoot them sometimes, like they'd be right there. I'm like, I wasn't confident enough in my shooting. I didn't want to injure it. So then it's like running around and it has some horrible death by coyote where it's just like ripped apart while it's alive. Like that would like break my heart. But then it's like, you know, they don't just like lay down in a pasture one day and have a peaceful, warm death. Like the way they die in the wild is a lot worse than what you're doing with it. So, and then it's like, I do think that deer has a better life than most of like the cattle that I eat, where they're just like, you know, if they're factory farmed or something like that. So it's like, they get to live as a deer in the woods, like doing deer shit. They have a good life. And they just came across the wrong guy. Came across an assassin. Yeah. And but then I ate every ounce of that deer because I'm like, I had to take that thing's life. Like I didn't waste a minute or a scrap of it because I felt like guilty about killing it. Like I'm gonna get use out of this the right way.
So when Nateri was teaching Jake Sully how to hunt on Pandora in the Avatar, they would kill the little deer looking things, and then she would like say a little thing over him, thank him for his body, thank Awa for providing it, gut him, and it was the appreciation of the entire circle of life that she was honoring his life. And so it was just your time to go, buddy, and you're gonna nourish the bodies of people. Like it was a dope ass little moment.
What was that in the first one or the second one?
That was in the first one.
Okay, because I saw the first one in the theaters, but I haven't seen it since. I don't remember that
third one trailer just coming out next year.
Oh,
hype.
Okay,
that.
I got to go back and watch both of them.
If you're into it,
I liked it.
A lot of Avatar haters. Yeah. A lot of Avatar haters online. I don't engage. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I would go back and watch it. Because when did the first one come out? Like 2009, something like that?
2009. Yeah. And then the other one came out 2000, what was it, 23?
More recent.
Maybe, no, before that.
It was like 23.
I'm going to guess it was December of 2022.
The Way of Water?
I remember it was December.
22. The Way of Water is 22.
Okay. No, I know my shit.
22. And then, so Fire and Ash is coming out. And this one's really dope because it's got a little bit of me in it. Each one, so the first one was like the forest dwelling tribes, the second one is like the water dwelling tribes. This one is like they've rebelled from the entity Awa. Like, so Awa is like the ancestors. So there was like I guess how I'm reading it so far is there was like a volcano tribe and the volcano erupted and killed a bunch of their people. So they're like atheists. It's like the atheists of Pandora. They don't believe in Awa. They're like, fuck Awa. Yeah, I'm excited about that shit.
It's a little interesting motif there. Like, why would God do something so bad?
There you go.
They were the volcano tribe.
Problem
it's on them.
Yeah. If you're the volcano tribe and you get got by the volcano, seems like you weren't very good at being the volcano tribe.
Yeah, when those wildfires happen in Hawaii, Big T is just like, that's your problem.
No.
It's what it is.
It's a fictional film. This summer, stay cool with Stella Blue Coffee. Whether you love a bold, dark roast, indulgent flavors, or our newest variety, Miss Peach's 100% Colombian, we've got a cold brew for everyone. Better, fresher cold brew at home in just 3 easy steps: steep, refrigerate, and enjoy. And the best part, every purchase helps homeless pets find their forever homes. Grab Miss Peach's or any of our cold brew varieties and take advantage of the Stella Blue Coffee Back to School sale here through this Sunday, August 17th. 8 a.m. lectures don't care if you're tired, so we've got your back. Stock up now and save 20% on everything at StellaBlueCoffee.com or on Amazon.
Oh man, what else you got on your list, man? It says who's John Mateer, and what is this?
I was gonna tell you about John Mateer. So John Mateer, you weren't here on Monday, were you? We talked.
I was not. I was enjoying cocktails.
I gave him out as one of my my preseason Heisman futures that I have. He is quarterback at Oklahoma. He transferred in from Washington State. Good player. The other day, someone found his Venmo transactions from 2022, and they say sports gambling on them. Which of the things?
That's not real. Is it real?
Yeah, he admitted they were real. He said he did not that it was a joke, but he admitted that the Venmo was real. One of them says sports gambling parentheses UCLA versus USC, and it was the day after USC and UCLA played. And so now there's a big kind of debate going on of, well, it's if you care about someone's Venmo, like, you're stupid, versus like,
agreed.
I do agree for the most part. However, if you put sports gambling in your thing and you're a college quarterback and it's on college football, even if that's not what it was for, which it seems like it probably was, you have to be punished as if that's what it was for, because there's no way that we can ever know. And at the very least, you are criminally stupid.
That's the thing.
And you have to, and if you do so, you have to be punished for that stupidity.
Yeah.
And it's it until proven guilty. This is America, Big T. Come on, man.
This isn't a court of law.
If you're gonna punish him, it should be.
You're saying he should be prosecuted? I'm not advocating
for
that.
Sports gambling as a collegiate athlete, that's illegal, is it not?
Yes.
Well, this type of sports gambling, where you're just Venmoing a bookie, is always illegal.
Right, illegal, period.
Yeah.
But I think the punishment typically would come from, like, your school or the NCAA, rather. Like, nobody's going to jail for that, unless you're doing it on a crazy scale.
Free John Mateer. Innocent until proven.
Listen, I have a Heisman future on him. I would love for him to play incredible this season.
He probably has one too.
Yeah, he just might.
Bet on yourself.
The bigger story is, though, people that look on the like your contacts, transactions, Venmos, you're a loser.
Well, I can't believe there's anyone who has theirs public. I think that's insane.
My shit private, because somebody hit me and they were like, "What you doing at Pizza Hut?" Like, what the fuck is you looking at what I'm buying for? I didn't know it was a thing. I was kind of a boomer on it. I didn't know that you could check and see. That is the creepiest shit in the world. Why do I care what you spend? It's the weirdest shit in the world, dog. Put that shit on private.
Yeah.
And also, I don't know how your friends on Venmo are concocted, because I have friends on Venmo who are like friends of friends that I've never really spoken to, but they're my friend on Venmo.
But is it synced to your contacts? Like, would you have their number?
I don't know, but there are people.
What is the utility? What's the utility
of having that public?
And of having access to what other people are purchasing. Like, I just opened mine up. Like, this is weird.
Yeah.
This is weird, dog. Why do I feel it's evasive? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even want to know.
Yeah. So the only time I ever use it, I tip my barber through Venmo. And then so I have to open it up and I'll be like, oh, my college buddy had Chinese food with some girl. Like, they split the tab. It was like, it's so weird.
Useless tab in that. Yeah. Because I used to do in John Mateer's defense, I can't do it on Cash App anymore. I won't let you. But like, if we got a bet, or we selling something, or I owe you money, $60 for like cocaine and hookers. They don't let you do shit like that anymore. Like, if it's any kind of bad word or something, they won't let you process it.
And if it's something like that, obviously people know that's a joke. Nobody cares. But you just can't put sports gambling.
Yeah.
It's like so dumb. I almost believe him that it was just a joke.
I would believe him. I would believe him if it didn't say USC versus UCLA the day after they played.
Why he put it in parentheses? Like, fam, what are we doing?
And I believe I'm correct in saying there was another teammate that had sent him one that said something similar.
I hadn't seen that. I saw the John Mateer thing the other day, but yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, so Oklahoma's starting quarterback is in a little bit of a pickle with 10 days till the season starts? No, a couple weeks.
Yeah, but also I don't know what would happen if he was just like, yeah, it was 3 years ago. I made a mistake.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because his excuse of the allegations that I once participated in sports gambling are false. My previous Venmo descriptions did not accurately portray the transactions in question, but were instead inside jokes between me and my friends. Like, I
kind
don't
of a weird
bet,
inside joke.
Yeah. Unless, because I was like, were they betting on the?
Kind of believe him a little bit.
That he put multiple times the word sports gambling, and that was like a really funny joke for them. And then he put USC versus UCLA. That's the part. Listen, I could get on board with you if it didn't say the teams the day after they played.
For me, it's so fucking stupid that I'm like, there's no way you could be.
I mean, he was an 18-year-old. Like,
yeah, that's really that is like a child's mistake. That is an 18-year-old. I was like, you can't sports gamble. You put sports gambling in it. I don't know, man. I don't know. I kind of believe him a little bit.
It almost makes me think that whatever it was actually for was much worse.
That could be too.
Like, this is a cover.
Yeah, I don't know.
Jesus.
I have him at 25-1 or something. I hope he plays outstanding this season. Ironic that we're sitting here talking about I have a Heisman future on him, and he's legally on the DraftKings Sportsbook app the best place to place your wagers.
Always.
I have Austin Simmons 40-1, Mateer 25-1, Lenore Sellers 18-1.
No Jeremiah Love, huh? He's 40-1.
They're not giving it to a running back.
Why not?
Because he would have to. First of all, he's splitting carries. Second of all, he would have to be so far and away, like, better than any of the quarterbacks. And this is a strong quarterback year.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah.
I don't like any of the
Nuss,
quarterbacks.
Manning, Sellers.
I like
Mateer.
Sellers. The other
I think
ones
Austin Simmons is going to be very good.
I don't think any of those guys are NFL guys. I don't know.
Really?
40-1. I mean, they'll all be drafted, but I wouldn't.
Like, you don't think any of those guys are going to be successful in the NFL?
We'll see if they change my mind this year, but I didn't really love anything I saw out of.
I think Lenore Sellers.
Sellers would be my exception.
Be an animal.
That would be my exception.
In college and the NFL.
Yes, I agree with Sellers, but
Lagway,
maybe,
who I actually think is a little overrated.
I think so too. So we'll see. I'm excited for college
Joey
football.
Aguilar. You didn't pick up on that.
No.
That's our quarterback. He's good.
Is he good?
He's good. Yeah.
Where'd the kid end up? UCLA? The kid who was holding out?
Yeah. I believe in Joey.
Okay.
So I'm looking at these baseball standings, Chief.
Why don't we talk about Lake City Quiet Pills?
That's coming.
Okay.
We got time.
Yeah, the Cubs are dead. You killed them. I saw you guys made the graphic of their record since you threw out the first pitch, and I was trying to like comment on it and say something snarky, and I just didn't have it in me. I was just like, you guys are a wagon, and the Cubs have the best record of any team that's ever been completely fucking dead. Like they have no hope.
Yeah.
And
the Giants in 1993 or 4. This is back when there still was no NLDS. This is the reason they have it.
Okay.
The Braves were still in the NL West.
Okay.
And the Braves won like 105 games, and the Giants won 104 and didn't make the playoffs.
Oof. Yeah, so it wouldn't have been 94. That was a lockout year, so it must have been.
So it must have been 93.
Nah, 93. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough because like we were like 7 games up. The Cubs are 7 games up, and now it's just.
I remember. Yeah, I remember.
Right around the corner. So they got 2 more against Toronto, who's arguably the best team in the American League. They already lost the first one. It was going out with a whimper. They got the Pirates, who they're probably going to lose at least 1 to Paul Skeens, and then they got 5 in 4 days against the Brewers. And then I will probably just be done because it's like they're not like they might limp into that wild card spot, but then they'll
hold on. Why we got 5 and 4? Oh, there was one we missed earlier in the season. Yeah.
So it's like a doubleheader the first day, and then 3 more.
Yeah.
So I put out a poll yesterday. It was like, in this stretch of 11, what does the Cubs record have to be to give you hope? And like most of the people are like, at least 9-2. Well, we already lost 1. So it's a wrap. The Brewers just don't lose.
It's a little weird being new to baseball and having the best team in baseball.
It is nuts
because it's wild because it's like one, like we talked about, but you can't call me a bandwagon fan. You know, I picked like a mid-tier, maybe low to mid-tier team at the beginning of the season.
They're a small market,
but also like it's the way that they've been getting these games. Like it's so exciting to watch, dog. They just scrap and fight, dog, and it's been amazing. My brother's a Red Sox fan. My stepdad's a White Sox fan, and so my mom came down to Houston and she got tickets for the Red Sox and Houston game, and she just wanted all us to go for as a family, and so I pulled up, decked out in Brewers gear, head to toe, repping.
Now I don't know if you noticed, I liked your picture on Twitter because you're no longer muted. I thought that was funny. I do. That is a pet peeve of mine, though. It's one of my, when I see someone at a game wearing apparel of a team other than one of the ones who are playing, or like if you're wearing a college jersey, one of the guys, that's fine. But if it's a Astros Red Sox game and you're wearing Brewers stuff, I think you're a loser. You know, and you excluded. I'm just saying generally.
Yeah. But hold on, let me bang for those of us that do that real quick. Like, my mother wanted to take me to a baseball game. I have no dog in the fight, right? That's actually a big series, like Red Sox Houston. They're fighting for a wild card spot, I think. Big game. I want to go to a big game. I don't got nothing to do with it. I got my Brewers on my phone. Absolutely waxing the Pirates. Like, I'm having a good time with my mother, my brother, having a good time, but I still want to represent that, you know. I'm gonna let y'all duke it out, but this is what I'm repping.
It's just it's a look at me.
It ain't though.
Yes, it is.
It's just to thine own self be true. I'm a Brewers fan everywhere I go.
And I love that.
And we in Houston now, like, so at any Houston sporting event, I'm gonna get recognized a lot. And it did. I got a lot of love. People recognize me there. And but I'm repping my squad. You gotta
and I do appreciate that, and I love that you love baseball. I think it's awesome. It's just generally when I see that, it's not my favorite thing in the world.
You know who is very passionate about this and agrees with you?
White Sox Dave.
Yeah,
that does seem like something he would care about. Yeah.
Strange bedfellows with that one for sure.
But I would see it all the time in New York. You'd go to a Mets Braves game and there'd be people there wearing Yankees stuff. And it's like, dude, you just want to be like, you just want people to yell at you.
Yeah.
And you just want to be, oh yeah, like that's the kind of thing that I know. But whatever, do whatever you want.
Live and let live.
I will do that. I will be repping Brewers gear at every baseball game I'm at. Yeah. I will be doing that.
They've won 10 in a row again.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's a wild time to be a Brewers fan, especially a new one. Like, I don't know what to do. This is the first, matter of fact. Yeah,
I've never been in your position, so I don't know what to do either.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say this the first time, but no, I'm a Laker fan, so I've seen championships from my sports teams before, and they've been the best team in the league.
But like, this just doesn't happen in baseball. Like, the baseball is supposed to be the sport where it's just like, you just never know day to day. Like, it doesn't matter necessarily. Like, Skeens was pitching yesterday. I was like, all right. Like, I was like, maybe they have a shot. And then I'm like, nah, they'll probably fucking smoke them somehow. And I checked the phone this morning I'm like, yep, it absolutely pumped them. Like Paul Skeens dominates everybody, not the Brewers.
Now, you do hope that there will come. Listen, baseball is a fickle game. There will come a time when the bats go cold, and I have seen teams that were on better paces than this, who, when it came to the playoffs, they just can't hit anymore.
I think that could happen to them in the playoffs because they don't have.
And you hope it comes in September, and then you figure it out. But
that's what the online hate towards me is like, oh, you better eat it up because they're gonna choke.
No, see, that's people coping. I'm just saying.
Sure.
Baseball is
those are my people.
Like right, yeah. Like William Contreras said this the other day. He's on a crazy heater right now, and they were like, and he was like, listen, at the beginning of the season, I was sucking. Like, you go through ups and downs in baseball. Like, that is what it is.
That is true.
And like, there will come a time where this team loses 4 or 5 games in a row. You just hope that that's not in the playoffs.
I don't think it'll happen until then. I really don't.
You think they're just going to keep winning forever?
I mean, they're not going to win out, but like, I bet you they're going to be 8 out of 10 through the end of the year.
You think they're going to win what, like 100?
They're going to win 100 games.
If they win 100 after being 35 and 33 or whatever.
Well, they had Arian throw out the first pitch.
Yeah, I mean, Mr. Bentham is a motherfucker.
So they're
man,
75 and 44, so they would need to go 25 and 18. Oh yeah, they'll win 100.
Easy.
Oh yeah,
easy.
Oh yeah. Okay, so they won. Congrats to the Brewers on winning 100 games.
Best season in franchise history, probably.
Yeah. No, it's up there, and that's what's crazy about this whole thing. Is like, it's just a great time to be a Brewers fan. It feels amazing. It just feels absolutely amazing. I know sports franchise up there. I caught a hot one.
You
I
did.
don't know how I did it.
You did.
I'm living right.
And all the players are young talent that they have controlled for a long time.
They're going to be good for a minute. But that was, so like a couple years ago, the Cubs, like their big offseason acquisitions, they just stole the manager from the Brewers. They're like, we'll pay you $10 million a year. Craig Counsell, come on down. He's supposed to be the best manager in baseball. I got some questions about that. But then the Cubs suck and the Brewers win the division again.
They just get this guy who carries around pancakes in his back pocket and they win 100 games.
Yeah, and then it was like, then the Cubs go out and get Kyle Tucker, and it's like, all right, now we have like the big like MVP caliber type of guy in the middle of the lineup. And the Cubs get off to this great start, and it's like, all right, we have restored order. Like the big money, big market team is doing what they have to do. And the Brewers, they're a nice team. Maybe they'll be like a wild card. And then Arian throws out the first pitch. And the universe flips on its axis. I've been sucked into some hell portal. And you guys just can't lose. You can't lose.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like, it's interesting watching all these different players step up, from Adam Vaughn to I don't know if you saw the one
I knew he was gonna get mad. I knew he was gonna get mad.
It's Andrew Vaughn.
Andrew Vaughn. My fault.
That's fine.
I knew that was gonna piss him off so bad.
But like, so he's been in Chicago. He got drafted by the White Sox. He was a bum. He was a great player in college. He won like the Golden Spikes, like the Heisman of college baseball. Great player. I think he was like the 4th overall pick. And
I thought he was number 1.
I don't think they ever picked number 1, but you can fact check me on that. But it was definitely a top 5 pick for sure. And
third.
What did I say? 4?
Yeah.
So there was the White Sox are a complete disaster. Like historically, the last 5 years, like a very bad culture. And there was this guy who was his teammate in the minor leagues, being like, we'd all show up to the facility in Arizona, like work our ass off. He'd come up there, take 20 hacks, and go play golf. Like, it's not a surprise that he's horrible. And the White Sox get so frustrated with him that they just like give him to Milwaukee basically for free. Like, just take this guy. And he turns into like Babe Ruth. It's like, what the hell is going on in Milwaukee?
Same.
I know he's terrible. Like, I know he's terrible. He's hitting like 375 with like 8 bombs since he made that move. It makes nothing up there makes any sense.
I think his first like 18 games, he had like 17 RBIs or something. Like something stupid.
Yeah.
What I'm curious, what like stats are you in tune with now? Like, do you know, like are you encountering like accounts on Twitter that are talking about different advanced stuff? Yeah.
No.
BABIP. So I'm jealous of you, because I think stat nerds have kind of ruined baseball.
Oh, I disagree entirely.
I bet you do.
Because I think baseball is the sport, like we were talking about, it is the most predictive.
Yeah, for sure.
It's
static as opposed everything else is kind of fluid.
Drake Baldwin, who should win Rookie of the Year this year for the Braves, been awesome. When he started the season, his first 30 at bats, he was just ripping the ball right at people. Couldn't buy a base hit, but he was scorching it.
Yeah.
And if you looked at his stats, you would say, "Wow, this guy is stunk." If you looked at his predictive stats, you'd be like, "This guy's going to be awesome," and he's been awesome.
That's like the BABIP, right? It's like balls, balls in play or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I remember, like, I read the Moneyball book when it like came out, and I'm like, this is really. That was like the peak of my like baseball fandom, and I was like very into it, and I'm like, this is awesome. And then I'm like, this has actually kind of made the game boring. Like, I want, like, stolen bases became like, we don't steal bases anymore. The books, it's almost like you're playing blackjack. Like, what's the book say to do in this situation? Like, I don't know, go steal second base.
I never like arguments, not that I'm saying this is from you, but from a lot of people where like they're like, I acknowledge that what they're doing is the correct thing to do, I just don't like it. Like the shift, when they banned the shift, I was like, regular defense is a shift. There's no rule that says your guys have to play. There is now, but there was no rules saying your guys had to play there. You would put them there because that's where guys traditionally hit the ball the most. So if we know this guy hits the ball somewhere else, you should put your players there. I think it's very stupid that that's not allowed anymore.
I would agree with that.
So it's like,
and
it's
I also
like
heard that it doesn't really impact it that much. Like the shift doesn't really take away that many hits, is what I.
Oh no, I think it does.
I don't even know how to Google that, but I remember hearing that it's like it's a small percentage.
Maybe, but and listen, if they're giving you the entire third base side and
you
can't hit it over there, that's your fault.
I agree. Go the opposite way.
Real quick, just as an aside, listen to the top 10 of the 2019 MLB draft. Not that long ago. Adley Rutschman, All-Star. Bobby Witt Jr., like superstar. Stud. Andrew Vaughn, who might be awesome.
He's a Hall of Famer.
J.J. Bleday. Riley Green, All-Star. C.J. Abrams, All-Star. Nick Lodolo, Josh Young, Shea Langoliers.
Damn.
Hell of a
class.
Yeah, I actually thought J.J. Bleday was going to be incredible.
It's like kind of ruined my summer. Like I'm like, let's just give me the football. Like I'm done with.
That's what's crazy. It's absolutely made my summer so much fun.
I bet.
Everywhere I go, I got my little MLB app, and it's just they just tuning in. It's just so fun, man. I got them on right now.
Well, then the other
they up 1-0.
The other piece of this is that the Cubs traded their top prospect for Kyle Tucker, and he's been playing pretty well as a rookie, Cam Smith, and then it's already like known that the Cubs are not re-signing Kyle Tucker, so you mortgage the future. But then they don't want to mortgage it further by paying their best player. So now it's like if they weren't going to win it this year, you almost kind of have to completely retool the team. So like this was the only time that they could have won. They didn't want to spend the money. They didn't want to spend the prospect capital at the deadline to actually like try to compete with the Brewers. They're just like,
you just have to get in.
No, I don't believe that. They don't.
You don't believe that?
Not with this group. Not with this
dude.
group.
I've seen
they have no power arms. They like the bullpen's not.
The Braves
good.
won the World Series with the until this year, the worst team they'd had in 10 years.
Yeah,
you only have to get in.
I don't believe in this group. I really like. Didn't you have Max Fried on that team? Like, didn't you have some guys that could?
I mean, they had great players, but it was also Eddie Rosario and Jorge Soler and Jock Peterson that won the World Series.
I used to love Jorge Soler. So he broke in with the Cubs originally, and every April. Because he's Cuban, so it's cold here in April. Obviously, he would have like a full scuba suit on.
I remember seeing that,
underneath his uniform, like only his eyes showing, and then he would have like the biggest chains. So like when he would hit a home run, like his chains would be like flopping around. And he's wearing a scuba suit. So I was like, this guy is fucking.
I mean, his
hilarious.
World Series home run out of the stadium in Houston is like my favorite sports moment ever.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable. But fun times for baseball. How excited are you for the playoffs?
I don't know what to expect.
See, playoff baseball is a different animal.
It might be the most stressful playoff sport to watch.
It is 100%. It's a completely different experience from regular season.
In what way? Give it to me.
Every pitch is so consequential. Every walk, it feels like the end of the world. Your pitchers are managed differently. Yeah. Everything is just totally different.
That to me is the big thing, because you'll have let's say you have like your ace, like your best pitcher, and if he starts to get a little wobbly in the second inning, if he's walking guys or gives up a couple of hits, they get the bullpen going immediately.
Yeah, like you can't lose a game.
Right. So, and it's like, oh, we were expecting this guy to throw 7 innings. Well, he gave us 2 1/3, and then you also don't use your full staff. So you normally have a 5-man rotation. The playoffs, you have 3 to 4 maybe. And then whatever starter gets bumped, like he's in the bullpen. So like he's always ready to go. And it is like much more of a chess match. And it is so intense. Like, because baseball is like chill until the playoffs. And then it's like, holy shit. Like you're white knuckling the entire game.
Well, that shit makes me extra excited for it, because like I'm kind of like, I haven't really had an introductory coach to how to watch baseball. I've watched baseball with Big T and stuff like that, but the majority of games I've watched by myself.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I watch it. I'm like super into every single pitch, like I remember the opening day, first 3 pitches.
Yeah.
When yard, I was stressed. I was like, God damn, this is a horrible team to pick. And we got waxed. We got swept by
like
the
22 runs or whatever, right? There's a turbo bat.
And I remember, it was insane. And I remember Big T was like, long season, don't worry about it. And I was like, how are you so chill? My team just got murdered. Like I was like, fuck this shit. But you ride it out, long season, and you just watch the team grow. Shit is fun.
We got to
excited
go
about
to
the
playoff game.
I'm extra down. I'm in there.
Imagine if it's Brewers Dodgers. Oh,
that's one of those things where it's like I can't watch
tough.
it.
Or it could be the Cubs.
Could be. Might be.
Man's is not hopeful.
Yeah. And it's like it's bad and it's gonna get worse. Like that's kind of how I feel about it.
All right, Frank.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Oh, that is the thing. Like I was talking to Big Cat about this. The Cubs have turned us into Frank the Tank. We are all, because it's like their record on paper is still like a very good team. But you watch them and you're like, this team is fucking like I'm gonna start chewing my shirt.
There was
soon.
a clip last night. They beat the Braves 13-5. Jinx, they did a live stream and Jinx asked him, he's going on about Jeff McFeeble and whatever. And Jinx goes, Frank, when was the last thing you enjoyed in life? Frank goes, I don't even remember. And he goes, yep, here comes McFeeble. And then somebody came up and hit like a 3-run homer and Frank, it was Francisco Alvarez, I think. And Frank was like, this guy sucks. He's terrible. And he hits a 3-run homer and he goes, well, it's a miracle. He'll ground into a double play next day. It's like, dude.
When we need him. Yeah.
They won 13. By the way, real quick, I know we've done a good bit of baseball talk. The Mets all-time home run leader having 253 home runs.
Stunning.
That's
How
a
is
joke.
that a thing?
How
is that a thing?
Franchise has been around for 60 years.
Yeah, I think it was.
Nobody's hit 300 home runs.
And they've had, like, Carlos Delgado was there, Mike Piazza was there. Like, they've had some, Wright, like, they've had some.
Wright probably would have hit 300.
Yeah.
But still.
Crazy. They suck. So
yeah.
I was watching the Brewers last night, and it how you watch the pregame or the postgame show, and then and they have like analysts or whatever. They played this game that I wanted to do on this show, which was really dope. Is you'll build a team, you spin a wheel, and it lands on a team, and you pick like the best position from that team that it comes on. So like you have, you do running back, quarterback, wide receiver, whatever the case may be, right? So I'll spin the wheel and I'll be like, all right, boom, it lands on St. Louis. All right, I could pick a running back or quarterback or receiver or something from that team. So I'll be like, okay, Kurt Warner. So that's my starting QB. And so you can build a team like that. That would be fun to do.
For the wheel?
Hang on, I'm gonna do it right now.
You're gonna do what? You're gonna build a team?
I'm gonna make the wheels.
You know how to make wheels?
Yeah.
Okay.
The problem to do 32 teams would take a long time, though.
All
right, just pick a random NFL team, and then we'll do the wheel for the position.
Let's do the Minnesota Vikings.
Okay, Minnesota Vikings. I'm spinning the wheel of positions. Quarterback.
Give me JJ.
You got to go Dante Culpepper, no?
Oh, it's all time?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you do all time.
Okay.
Yeah, you do all time.
Yeah.
And you build your team like that.
He won an MVP, did he not? Throwing a Moss? Did Culpepper win an MVP?
I don't think.
Did he split it with Favre? There was one year where Steve McNair split it with somebody, right?
Yeah, I think it was Steve McNair.
I thought he had one awesome year, but maybe not.
Pick a college.
Yeah, no.
Let's do this with a college.
Clemson.
Ooh, that'd be dope.
Clemson offensive lineman. I don't know.
Pass.
I don't know that I can do that. That's why I think pros would probably be easier.
Yeah.
All right, pick a team. Wheels spinning.
For pro?
Whatever you want.
Let's go with the Dallas Cowboys.
Defensive lineman.
Ooh,
there's some good ones.
I'll go
DeMarcus Ware.
You could do, that would probably be the best pick, actually. I was gonna go Charles Haley.
I was gonna say Charles Haley too.
Yeah, but I think DeMarcus Ware is the better pick.
Was he on the Chiefs?
he was also on the
49ers. He went from the Cowboys to the 49ers, right? Or is it the opposite?
I think he went from the. Yeah, I
he
think
went
you're right.
49ers, Cowboys, 49ers.
Okay, because I know.
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah, because did he go back to 49ers with Dion and win that 95 one?
No, he was 86 to 91 Cowboys, 86 to 91 49ers.
Okay.
92 to 96 Cowboys.
And
98, 99.
Okay, so 49ers. He did not win.
How did you make a wheel?
Googled wheel generator, and then you put whatever you want in it.
Oh.
All right, I'll do the team one. This is fun.
But that would take. You'd have to put 32 things in. We'll do it for next time. We'll do it when the week of the NFL season starts. We'll do a whole thing.
I like that. I like it. We'll pick a whole team. I like it. I like it.
We'll get back to macrodosing in a minute. Brought to you by Quince. Why drop a fortune on basics when you don't have to? Quince has the good stuff. High quality fabrics, classic fits, and lightweight layers for warm weather, all at prices that make sense. Everything I've ordered from Quince has been nothing but solid. Quince has closet staples you'll want to reach for over and over, like cozy cashmere and cotton sweaters for just $50, breathable flow knit polos, and comfortable lightweight pants that somehow work for both weekend hangs and dressed up dinners. The best part, everything with Quince is half the cost of similar brands. By working directly with top artisans and cutting out the middleman, Quince gives you luxury prices without the markup. We got some stuff from Quince. Do I have? Yeah, I have my quarter zip right here. Look at this. Feels amazing. It's beautiful. They have great stuff. All of it is super great, and like they said, half the cost of other brands. Keep it classic and cool with long-lasting staples from Quince. Go to quince.com/dose for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/dose to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/dose.
All right, man, y'all, I want to get into the topic. Today's topic is Lake City quiet pills.
This is Chief's bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is Chief's bag. That's why we got you on. I'm gonna let you take the wheel, like Big T lets Jesus take the wheel, dog. Because this is your bag, and I'm interested in this topic. So
yeah,
Lake City quiet pills, dog. What you got?
We did a podcast on our show, Dog Walk, about this back when we first started, like 2019, and I don't think I've gone a month without thinking about it since.
Really?
Yeah, like because it just makes me think that there is like this whole sub world government that is just running shit in plain sight and nobody really knows. So Lake City quiet pills, it started as like a Reddit theory, and there was a user on Reddit called Religion of Peace, and he was like a creep. Like he was the admin for like the Reddit page that was like jailbait, which was like pictures of underage girls. And then there was like all sorts of like mysterious things about him and his life, because he would be like, I'm 79 years old. But then on one of the anniversaries of D-Day, he wrote this long description of what his experience was on D-Day. And this whole thing is going on in like 2009, 2010. But it's like, well, you would have been 14 years old on D-Day. So, like, how does that make any sense? Like, did you lie about your age? But, like, no one really ever figured out exactly who he was. So he's running this, like, he's like a fairly prominent person on Reddit, because Reddit hadn't become what it was. Like, this is, like, Internet 1.0. So, like, when he passed away, some other guy, like, popped up, and his name was like, it was like user 26. And he basically did an obituary about this guy. He called him Milo, but his Reddit name was Religion of Peace. And it was like, hey, like this guy didn't really know anybody. He had no family. He was a mean guy. But I'm going to miss him. I gave his cat to like the girl who lived next door, and his entire life fit in the back of my trunk, and it's been marked for other stuff. And the internet was like, like that's, the Reddit people started like investigating who this user 26 is, 2-6. And they ended up on this old website called fark.com, and he had a link to a website called lakecityquietpills.com.
Which, real quick, I actually use Fark as
I remember Fark, but I don't remember what it was.
I hate it because it's like an ultra left wing, like and like you said, Internet 1.0.
Yeah.
Like people still go on there and they make these cheesy.
Is it still operational?
Oh yeah, I use it to get stories for blogs.
Okay.
But there's comments on each thing, and it's people trying to make these terrible, awful like puns, but like they're all really political. It's a weird website. It's still very clearly like it looks like it's from 1998.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was interested to see that because I use that website every day.
Yeah, and then so the original guy, the guy named Milo, who passed, he taught like Lake City Quiet Pills was like it looked on the surface as if it was like a photo dumping website. So like they had a lot of weird porn on there, and but he was the guy who was managing the site, and then the guy who wrote his kind of obituary was the person who owned like the hosting company. So in this guy, they on Fark.com, they found a guy named Angel26, and they were able to like and they like connected it that this is the same guy who wrote the obit, because he would misspell the words the same way. He would have like weird apostrophe, so his writing style was the same. So then they keep kind of following this thread, and they get to LakeCityQuietPills.com, which looks like a weird porn site, and then they find the message board. And on the message board, they have like job postings, but it's not normal job postings. It's like mercenary work, bodyguards, like military contract stuff. And then they also had another one that they would label W/W, which people on the internet say stands for wet work, which means murders. So they would have these job postings.
That shit remind me of Horrible Bosses when he was hired wet work and he hired that dude that pisses on people.
Oh, I've never seen that movie.
You ever seen Horrible Bosses?
Never seen Horrible Bosses.
It's a funny movie. I haven't seen it in a long time, but it was good.
Yeah.
1 and 2. I'm talking about one of the more funny, like, stupid comedies that there are. That shit is
movies we just don't make anymore.
Yeah,
that's true.
Did you ever see that the Matt Damon discussion?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So they have like these job postings for wet work, and they're talking about this guy Milo. And this guy would continually update people, and it's like, hey, we're having a party for Milo, and don't worry about his like he had a flash drive, and they called it an iron key. Like it's like that just means like a flash drive and he like said he bricked it, which means he basically cleared it. So it's like an encrypted flash drive for all their like sensitive material, I guess. And he got it and bricked it. So then you go through, and he's like, hey, like he messages people again in November. So this is all happening in 2009. So in November, he says he got that you have to email this guy Shade because Milo was loaded. Like he had a lot of money and his will was clear. So we're just going to be dispensing checks to anybody who did work for us between 2005 and 2009. And so, like, contact this guy, and like everybody's going to get like $3,000 to $4,000. Then you fast forward to January 2010. He says, we are having a birthday party for the old man on the 19th, meaning Milo, who passed. Like they're having a party to honor him. Party starts at 1500 at the usual. Send your RSVP to the guy Shade, which we never find out who that guy is. And it's like we're going to be in there for 3 days. For people who are out of town. And then there's a message the next day saying we have, and this is all like in plain sight. So if you had just gone to a message board on this weird Lake City Quiet Pills, like these people are having like a conversation about what they're doing. And it's all like, if you're just reading it without any of the background information, you're just like, what the fuck is this? But they go, hey, we got 38 rooms in the Marriott on the 46. Shade has the key cards for locals. Pick up the key cards at the party, give them your travel name. So implying that everybody that's in this party has an alias for some reason. No ID needed because we're covering the bill. Keep the room service under 500. And then there's going to be vouchers for car service. The bus leaves. and it's like, don't drink and drive, like, because like if you get caught, like you're like the whole thing is up supposedly. So now like the day of this party, there's a Hamas leader flying from Paris to Dubai. That guy is also, and he's the guy who is credited with like founding the military wing of Hamas, and he was in charge of like logistics and weapons procurement. And so that guy was flying from Paris to Dubai. He was flying under an alias with no security guards. So that guy checks into a hotel, and you have like security cam footage of like these generic white people that are all kind of like together milling around. They wait for this guy to leave his hotel room and go shopping. This Hamas leader, his name is Mahmoud al-Mabud. And they break into his room. They kill him by strangulation or by suffocation. And then they dip. So they're like, they have these people that are in Dubai. They're supposedly, by looking at the security cameras, there's like 18 to 24 people. There's 18 official suspects, but they think the group might have been larger than that. And so they're in Dubai for less than 24 hours because they leave the country before the body is found at 9:15 p.m. So the murder happened in the guy's hotel room between 3 and 9 p.m. or 9:15 p.m. And then they originally say he died in his sleep, and then they like the coroner comes back. It's like, no, like this guy was suffocated, and they start doing this investigation, and they track all these passports of this group where they're finding the people on the cameras, and it's like all the passports are either stolen, fraudulent, or like, you know, completely fake. And there were 6 passports they found from UK citizens. All of the UK citizens were also dual nationals with Israel. There are 3 from Ireland, 1 from France, 1 from Germany, 1 from Australia. So they found all these passports, and like these passports don't belong to the people in like the pictures that are checking in under these names. So it's like this group was able to book all these 38 hotel rooms, know this guy is coming in, have all these fake documents, and the head of the head of the police in Dubai says that the murder was, he starts off being, I'm 99% sure this was Hamas, and then like 6 months later, or I'm sorry, was Mossad. And then 6 months later, he's like, no, we think it was, now we think it's 100%. Like, we know this was Mossad. Like, Benjamin Netanyahu, like, had a warrant out for his arrest because he greenlit the assassination of this Hamas guy in Dubai. So you get back to, like, the messages back on that board because everybody goes back, great party, Milo would have been proud. And they kind of itemize all of, like, the expenses. And they're like, hey, these 2 guys that people were worried about in this operation, they're fine. But they spent $94,000 in 2 days per their own like emails. And then you go back and you're like, well, what is like the Lake City quiet pills? Because that was like the moniker that it was like, hey, we're dispensing quiet pills to lousy bastards since 1967. That was like the description of the guy on his page on farc.com. And Lake City was a place, you said it was Missouri. I thought it was Iowa.
So there is one in each.
Okay.
This guy was tied to Iowa, right?
Yeah.
The guy who was posting.
He was tied to Iowa. Milo, the original guy, was from Pennsylvania. He died in Pennsylvania. But they say that they were also using these credit cards that were tied to a place called Storm Lake in Iowa, which was an hour from Lake City,
right,
Iowa.
But there's a Lake City Army ammunition plant,
and that's
which is
in Missouri. So they're saying the quiet pills is like a word for bullets. So it's like this Lake City, like that is like code because they're one of the largest manufacturers of ammunition in the United States, and they sell to the government.
That is maybe the coolest name for bullets.
Yeah.
Ever, by the way.
Quiet pills? Give them a quiet. You got
a
quiet pill for
calm
you.
that shit down for you get a quiet pill.
Yeah. Let's give that guy a quiet pill.
That's kind of hard, not gonna lie.
Yeah. I wish I was cool enough to just use that, but I'm not. But so that is like, so the internet just basically, like Reddit and the internet just does.
I'm actually kind of glad you're not a murderer, man.
I can't lie. I can't lie. So if I ever did murder somebody and the police came, I'd be like, "You got me." Like I did that shit.
No question. Yeah, I would fold that shit. I couldn't take this.
I'd be a terrible criminal, and I don't have like I'm not great at planning stuff, so I feel like the evidence would just lead right back to me.
Well known on this podcast, I don't plan shit.
Yeah. You and I. You know what, Arian? Pact. Let's stay out of the murder game.
Hey, we said a long time ago we shouldn't murder people on this podcast, and I'm glad you joined.
I'm anti-murder.
But we've talked about. Have you ever thought about what?
You're a really good planner, man.
I reject your notion, but
saying you're a good planner. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying anything.
Sure thing. We've talked about this before. I don't know if you've ever thought about this. Like, a lot of people listen to the stuff that you do.
Yeah.
Statistically speaking, somebody out there has done something horrific who's like a dedicated listener of yours.
Damn.
Yeah.
I haven't thought of that. I have thought about like, do I have like fans who have died somehow?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Because you do have like, it is like, especially this job, because it's not like we're real celebrities. People feel like they know us. So like, you meet people out all the time.
Right.
And people on the internet, very mean. People in person, great.
Yep.
I've had one negative experience in person with a listener. Yeah.
I'm still at 0.
Yeah, I think
on the internet, thousands.
That guy went to the same home.
But in person, nobody's ever said a crossword, which I find interesting.
The limit doesn't exist online.
Right.
I just haven't refreshed Twitter yet.
They see that you 6'6", Big T.
Yeah.
What did the guy do?
Shit, but I was in a shadow
in person.
He was just like talking like being a dick. And so he was from the same hometown as my girlfriend at the time. And my read on it was like he had like a crush on her or something. And just like, but he would just like, I don't know. He was like an internet commenter, like to my face.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, then that's like a different thing though.
Yeah, but
if he was after your girlfriend.
I don't know if he was after her, but it was like he didn't like that I was dating her. That it was an odd.
But he had different motivation than just not liking you.
Yeah, I think that colored.
Right.
Yeah, perhaps. But he's like
jealousy.
Maybe, but he was like
that's a weirdo in any case.
Yeah, and it was not like they ever dated. It was just like he was friends with her brother.
I've actually never had a negative fan experience either. Anybody that's ever came up to me has always been.
Yeah, people are great. Yeah. And except online.
Arian, are you talking about like from this podcast or just in general?
Anything. Nobody's ever come.
Nobody's ever been like, "Oh, you suck."
Yeah, not one.
Because you have to have a level of courage to do that you do not have to have to do it on the internet. Like, if a Titans fan or whatever saw you and they're like, "Man, I fucking hate Arian. He kills us every time. I hate him so much." But you're not gonna walk up to you and be like, "Man, I hate you."
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
because you have to have balls to do that.
Though. I've had it. Hey, man, I'm a Colts fan. You kill us, man. But I'm
right. But that's like a respectful.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I've never had anybody come up to me and be negative. Like
you were a very likable player, though, as I remember. Like you were just like
this likable dude.
Yeah, well, but I didn't know. I'm talking like when I was watching you. I'm like, this guy's just fucking good. Like he runs hard. Like he's good. Like he's a good player. So I feel like there are players in sports that I fucking hate, but I don't think I would ever.
That's true.
I feel like it would be hard to put you in that category regardless of circumstance.
Even I wasn't I understand why people don't like flashy players and they dance and celebrate. I understand why, but it don't bother me none. But I was never like that. I was always very just like hand the ball to the ref type.
Yeah, and like I hate Aaron Rodgers. That guy tormented me for 12, 15 years, and then he's got some personality traits where it's just like it makes it even worse. And he would taunt the fans. And he's awesome. He's undeniably awesome. But he is like on my Mount Hatemore of athletes for sure.
There's a bit that Nick Swartzen does about Aaron Rodgers because he's a Vikings fan. It's very funny. I would recommend going to listen to it. But he's like, he basically meets Aaron Rodgers and he like wants to hate him, but he's like, the guy's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Now we're really good friends.
That's why don't meet your enemies. Because if you lose that hate.
Don't meet your heroes. Or
yeah, don't meet anybody. Just stay in your room.
I'm trying to think if I've met anybody that I didn't like and then liked them. I don't think so. I don't think
I've gone to concerts of people that I was never a fan of and left being a fan before.
Yeah, that happened to me with Grateful Dead. Because I was like, I finally saw him at Wrigley, and I'm like, I get it now.
See,
like,
I still don't get it.
Did you go?
I don't think I've ever heard a song by them. So, I just see you want to talk about a cult like fan base. Yeah,
them Fish.
Yes.
Yeah, like those jams.
Widespread Panic.
Fucking Mincy.
But like, I see the whole discourse and the whole thing, and I don't get it. But that's just not my kind of music.
Yeah, and it's like I was in the exact same boat, and then I saw him at Wrigley. I enjoyed some substances, and I'm like, this was sick.
But isn't it like not even the same people anymore?
It's some of them, and then like John Mayer is in it.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like the boat thing.
The boat thing.
There's a name for it. It's like you take an old wooden ship and one plank comes
off.
Oh,
it's like the problem of identity.
Right.
Yeah.
But there's a name for that. It's something's ship or something.
Yeah, but I remember like being taught that in a philosophy class and like debating it. Like, so is this John Ship or is that John Ship? Yeah. So but it's like the name.
Yeah.
But I still think they have several original members. But like Big Cat's a giant.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But when you're there and you're caught up in like all the lights and like the vibe of it, you're like, I had a great time. I didn't know any of the songs. I don't even think their fans know the songs. They're just they all just kind of blend together and everybody's high and it's a great time. So I would never listen to in my car, but I would like to see him like at the Sphere or something.
Yeah. I do. Now, maybe my favorite band ever, I feel like might be the country version of the Grateful Dead, which is Zac Brown Band.
Yeah.
And I feel like they're kind of and Zac Brown Band's starting a thing at the Sphere. And I
really?
go to that badly, yeah.
I got some troubling news for you.
What's that?
I've seen him live 3 times now.
I may be also at 1, 2. I think I've gone 4.
I saw him in Charlotte.
Oh, I disagree.
Are you serious?
I disagree so strong.
It's the
best concerts I've been to.
Really?
I agree.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite concerts ever. I've been to like 3 or 4 too.
Maybe did you see him at Smokeout?
No.
Okay. I didn't think he put on a good show at Smokeout.
I think that was that 2 years ago?
Yeah.
It was like the week before I moved here.
Okay.
So I wasn't here yet.
I will say I have not seen him in a while.
Yeah. And I like
I saw Zac Brown Band last year at Soldier Field, and they were unbelievable.
Okay.
And it was a Kenny Chesney concert with Zac Brown Band. I said, we're going until Zac Brown Band's done, then we're leaving. And I left. I didn't care about Kenny Chesney.
I think they're more Jimmy Buffett than Grateful Dead.
That's true.
Yeah.
But I would say Jimmy Buffett has a similar thing in terms of like fan base and
parrot heads.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you got a name.
People who want to go get high and then go, yeah.
Yeah. Well, to each their own.
One of Zac Brown Band's best songs is with Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. And now they have a song about Jimmy Buffett after he died that's very good as well.
R.I.P. But
back to the show.
Back to the Lake City Quiet Pills. That was we got off. But that to me is just like I kind of believe this one. Like I hear these different theories and it's like there's too many things that are just strange where it's like the people on these different sites are clearly the same guy. Like that's if because his original posts on like fark.com go back to 2001. So you would have had to put in like 8-9 years of writing in the same, like he misspells like everything. So it would be like, for what? To like have an internet hoax? Like clearly I think that this guy is like a real guy. And I think that they are orchestrating. Oh, and then after this internet investigation happened, the Lake City Quiet Pills shut down. It was encrypted. So like you could no longer, because it was gaining traction, people are like finding out about it. So they just like shut it down. But they had a website that was like a porn site that they were posting jobs to do hits. And then like they have this, all the details of when their quote unquote party for Milo lines up exactly when the assassination of this Hamas leader happens. And then they are like, that's a long way to go for 36 hours. And everybody was out of the country by 9:15.
My questions about this are, why would any of it have been public?
Which part?
The whole message board.
So I think it was like a hiding in plain sight thing.
But like, why? Why not hide in not in plain sight? Because you could just as easily do that.
Yeah, I think that's fair, but I also think this is 2009. So it's like, I think that was a different time on the internet where it's just like, we have our little community. We're on a website that says lakecityquietpills.com, which when you go to it is like weird porn shit. Like no one would ever think that would be like.
That's kind of a conspicuous name though.
But I had never heard, like, would you ever have heard of it if not for this story?
No, but if I was a cop and I saw something that was called Quiet Pills, I don't think that takes a seasoned detective to maybe want to look into. My other question is...
Why? But it wouldn't be a cop. It would probably be the FBI or the CIA or something like that. But if they are that, then they're not looking into it anyways. It's like, yeah, don't look into that. Because they could have got him for, like, these jailbait things, and no one ever went after him for that either.
Sure. My other question is, so why this Hamas guy? Like, so this existed as like a marketplace, I guess, if you view it that way. Like people,
it's Craigslist for murder.
Correct.
Yeah.
But then for this one thing, they all kind of like teamed up.
No, it doesn't sound like that. It doesn't sound like it was one thing. It sounds like...
But for the Hamas guy, it seems like there was a bunch of people who might have been using this.
Yeah.
Who helped kill this guy.
Correct.
So whereas it existed otherwise as like a peer-to-peer marketplace, this seems like it was like an Avengers of the people who used this thing.
But I think
to kill this guy.
I think it was a bigger job. You know, so if you're flying across the world to do an assassination of a Hamas leader, like you're going to need $94,000 worth of stuff to actually execute that. And I think where they had it was proven that it was used for other in theory, like you ever seen what's the Benghazi movie with what's his face?
Zero Dark 30?
No, it's with a guy from The Office, John Krasinski or whatever. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, it is called.
So they're like former military guys, former special forces, and they are contracted out to do it. So like in theory, you could have 13 hours. Thank you. And so in theory, like you could just be like, hey, like this is if you want work as a contractor that's a little bit off the books, then you go here. And there's like a backstory from the guy who wrote the obit, the user 26, where it's like he gave me my first job out of the military. And like that was part of the obituary. So it does feel like this was like a place where you could contract out international type of security, or in this situation, wet work. But this wasn't the only job. This was the job that got traction because this guy had a Reddit history, and then they had to shut it down. So they probably just took this whole operation and they could have moved it to another site, or maybe they moved it to a place that is more secure because it's like, oh, the internet it's too wild out there now. People will look into this. And it just, for me, I'm starting to believe in my old age, there are no coincidences.
I agree.
So it's just like, if this shit happens and it's like they detail out to the time, the location, everything, and then that murder happens and everybody's gone, and then their investigation in Dubai was like, we have very credible evidence to show that it was Hamas, or that it was, Mossad. And it's like, I don't know. I feel like this one has some legs, and I do feel like there is probably this like underbelly where things are just going on that we had no idea about. That we have no idea. Well,
that's for sure.
Right, and this is in that category.
Epstein has, I've said this a couple times, but Epstein has radicalized me a lot in that arena that you're talking about, I guess. That like, I kind of thought when the whole Epstein thing was first introduced that like, that's probably like not that big of a deal. And now I think it's so sinister that you'll never know the truth. And like, there's dozens of things like that happening at any given time.
Right. I don't think that's the only island.
Yeah,
I don't think that's the only guy. And they might change the playbook a little bit so he's not like so public facing. But I think they're probably still doing all the same shit. And who's they? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But I am with you where I think that is like the worst scandal of all time on its surface. Like no one knows how he got his money. Like and then the thing that drives me crazy about the Epstein thing is that Lex Wexner has never been interviewed by DOJ. He's never had to give a deposition about his relationship with Epstein, even though he gave him full power of attorney. He's just a guy in Ohio. He's still alive. You can't question him. Like he's the guy he's where like all roads lead back to him.
And you know who takes money from him?
Lots of organizations do.
I believe Ohio State University.
They do.
Yeah.
The hospital is named the Les Wexner Medical Center.
Yeah, they might want to change that name. But like, how do you not interview that guy? How do you not just be like, we are bringing you in for questioning? Tell us about your relationship with this guy. That has never happened. That's insane.
That's actually insane.
That's insane.
Yeah.
And like,
what is his relationship with Epstein? Do we know?
So Les Wexner, do you know about him at all?
I have no idea.
So Lex Wexner.
He owns Ohio, basically.
He's like one of the richest people in Ohio.
He is the richest person.
Is he actually? Okay.
Yes.
So he made his money in like retail. So he did like the limited brand. He did Abercrombie, Victoria's Secret, and he's worth billions of dollars.
Yeah.
He at some point gave Jeffrey Epstein full power of attorney. Like in like the 80s and 90s, full power of attorney. He had the most expensive piece of real estate in New York City. It was worth like $40 million. He signed it over to Epstein at the stroke of a pen, just gave it to him. And that was like one of the operations that Epstein was running his rings out of. So he had New Mexico, the island, and this one in New York, and probably other places too. But
I'm unaware about the New Mexico one.
Oh, the New Mexico one, it's like thousands of acres. And like,
where is it at? Do you know?
Where in New Mexico?
Yeah.
I don't know exactly. I'll look it up.
All right, but go ahead.
But so Epstein, so it's like he was a teacher at a school. Then he was at like Bear Stearns for a little bit. And he ends up as this billionaire where nobody can figure out where he actually made his money, because he was like a junior guy. He was a math teacher at a high school with no college degree, and somehow he ends up as a billionaire with no, like, when you're working Wall Street, there's supposed to be a very detailed record of every trade you made and how you got your money. There is no accounting for how he got his money. But he was like, he managed Lex Wexner's money, and like I said, Wexner gave him a $40 million property in New York City. Okay, why did you do that? Like what? Like you should be able to have that answer, but no one even asks him. The fact that all roads, the start of the Epstein story, it seems to start with Lex Wexner, and he's never been questioned. And like, what do you mean you gave a guy who you said was like your tax attorney or something full power of attorney? Like that doesn't happen. And Epstein ends up as this guy worth billions of dollars with no accounting of how he actually made money. Like, I know how Bill Gates made his money. I know how, you made your money. I know how everybody, like, how people make their money. No one knows how Epstein became a billionaire. It just says, poof, it was in his bank account one day. And he had this relationship with a billionaire, Lex Wexner, who has never been questioned. So Ghislaine Maxwell is in jail for trafficking people to nobody, or it's a hoax, according to the Trump administration, or whatever. And like, to me, it's like, I don't know how this guy hasn't been questioned. But the place in New Mexico is called the Zorro Ranch. It was 30 miles southeast of Santa Fe.
Okay.
And it's 10,000 acres of land.
Damn.
Big piece of property. So, and like there have been witnesses being like, yeah, like he was running girls to there too. So I don't know. It's just like that has kind of, I don't know if radicalized is the right word, but it's like, it drives me crazy that, like, what do you mean a key witness or a key part of his story was never even question once under oath. Yeah. Insane.
Where's the public discourse at with it right now? As far as like demanding the files, is it calmed down?
I feel like it has
seems
calmed
to
down.
have a little.
Yeah.
But
then that drives me crazy too, because that kind of gets back to what you were saying, that there is a cult of MAGA, where it's like,
I think
that got fractured a little bit.
More important stuff, bro. There's trans athletes playing high school sports, dog. There's more shit to get to.
Gay people are getting married.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I saw that story the other day too.
The Vikings have
the Vikings have a male cheerleader.
Come on, bro. The Vikings have a dude cheerleader.
Yeah.
Like, there's more important shit right now.
So I hadn't heard that story. 1, outrage. 2,
which story?
The Vikings male cheerleader.
Oh, right.
Have they not watched college football? Because there's probably 8 male cheerleaders at every game.
There's been dude cheerleaders forever.
Why is this a story?
Bro, there were some little gay cheerleaders in Little League when I used to play. So, like, and every now and then. It was a lot, but like, oh, that's probably bad. I don't know if he's gay or not. But like, probably.
Probably.
I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah.
More than likely probably going to be gay. But like, why the fuck? I'll make this argument. I'll meet conservatives halfway. Take cheerleaders out of all. It is the most useless thing. Why are there cheerleaders?
That's entertainment.
Is it? Because I was at the Astros game and there's cheerleaders standing on the dugout. And I'm like,
dude,
unless you
want to take away jobs.
Like dog, they don't get paid shit. They like lawyer. They like have other jobs. That's not their job.
Do I have permission to say something a little bit horny? Can I say something a little bit horny?
But that's what I'm saying. I'm looking. I'm standing. I'm at the Astros game. I'm watching these women stand on the dugout dance, and I'm like, if you entertained by this for real, you're a hornball.
Yeah, I agree with that. But let me tell you, when the camera pans those USC song girls and those like white sweaters with those skirts,
you're picking the
bro. It is undeniable.
Those are the ones that you're picking.
I thought you were gonna pick the Dallas Cowboys.
I like a wholesome girl.
I like sweaters.
I like the sweaters. I like the sweaters and the skirts. It's a great.
That's another thing too. I'm 38 years old, Chief.
Yeah,
I got a daughter. I got a daughter that's 15. I look at some of these cheerleaders. I'm like, yo, they are young as shit.
Oh, they definitely are.
I don't sexually desire that anymore. Like it's out of my range group. Like it's not my bag. And so I feel like if you, there's no need for me to get horny when I'm watching sports. Like, does it go down after the game's back on? Like, what do you?
No, but it is. I don't know. Sometimes things are. I got
you get all bricked up during halftime, and then when the boys are back out, it goes back down.
Sometimes
weird.
You need a little accoutrement. I got flowers on my back deck. They don't serve any purpose. They're nice to look at. Sometimes things are just they're nice to look at, and then you move along.
I don't know. I don't. They don't bother me either way. I just don't see the use of them. They
like to do
like the Bears have never had cheerleaders. I don't think about it. I'm not like, why don't we have cheerleaders? I don't think about.
I think
don't
both
care.
of y'all are wrong. I've never like cared about looking at cheerleaders, but also I don't they like to cheer, so let them do it.
Yeah, and I remember I had
cheer this guy.
I had some. So the Blackhawks
get scholarships.
The Blackhawks.
You want to take away scholarships from
young
women?
They do get scholarships. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So the Blackhawks used to have their ice girls, and they were scantily clad girls who would shovel snow.
They still have that.
No.
Now it's
they got rid of it.
Oh, the Preds have that.
Yeah, many teams do. The Blackhawks, when their new regime came in, they're like, we're getting rid of these people. And I they told me this in like a private meeting, and the new president was like disgusted with it. But I'm like, I know, just being with the Blackhawks, I've gotten to know like probably 6 of those girls. One's got a big job at an airline. There's a couple of nurses. One's like a doctor. They're just young girls trying to do something. They all know how to skate. They enjoy doing it. They're proud of it. And it doesn't mean I feel like you can be more than one thing. I feel like that president of the Blackhawks put them in this category. They're we don't want to have those type of girls. Those type of girls are great girls. They're great. They're smart. They work hard. They just have a little side job. To me, it's no different than being a hot bartender. They're just choosing to work somewhere else. Now they got fired. I don't care. I don't care that there's no ice girls, but it's it felt like they were demeaning those girls for how they chose to have extra money, which I didn't like. They're more. You can be more than one thing as a person.
No, you can't. Pick a lane.
Pick a lane.
How much do cheerleaders make, man?
Not a lot.
Well, the Cowboys,
The Cowboys cheerleaders just got a 400% raise, and so now they're making $150,000. But
wait, is that true?
What? That feels like way too much.
Money?
I need you to fact check that.
Wait,
it's the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders.
They do 9 games a year.
ASAP, Maddie. I don't know. You may be correct.
Because in the show they were saying they like didn't make enough money to like.
Yeah.
Well, so the new
to
season,
live.
the new season, like
No, I know.
they got a
I watched it.
400%.
Well,
But
hold on. Is it a
I took it
full-time
as
job?
like 10 to 40 because they all still have other jobs.
I knew it was a 400% raise, but
50,
I don't know
guess.
the numbers beforehand. So,
But is it a full-time job being a cheerleader for the Cowboys?
No, they all
No,
have other jobs.
It wasn't. Hold on.
Okay. So they're making $150,000 a year for 9 games.
I think they do. They not travel? I don't know.
No.
Okay. But they do. The Cowboys cheerleaders specifically is a whole other entity because they're more of a culture thing than like everything. They do appearances all the time. So do a lot of the cheerleaders for other teams. But again, Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders is a bit more of an elite. Like
it definitely is.
They do appearances all the time. They do shows everywhere. Now they have this Netflix show that's like insanely huge.
I'm seeing that veteran cheerleaders could earn up to $75,000 per year, while less experienced or junior members often earn far less, in the range of $20,000 a year.
Is that before the 400%?
I believe this is after.
I think that's after.
Okay.
Yes.
So this one says
that's what I'm seeing too. Because I think it was so low that even the 400%
wasn't
bump was not that much.
Yeah.
Still,
that'd be like lemonade stand to lifeguard.
Yeah.
it says the per game pay increased from $500 to $2,000.
Oh, it says salaries are not disclosed, but reports indicate that a veteran will make around $150,000 per year, even though they received an increase in compensation. The group still does not receive health insurance from the team.
Skeptical. I'm still skeptical.
On what? What are you skeptical of?
Of the $150,000 salary? Because if you're saying, because I look at the average, and then they say generally earn around $150 per game. There's only 16 games. Like, explain to me where they're making this money from.
I don't know. It's not it's not public. So
see it not being public makes me skeptical. I don't know. I'm not taking a side. I'm just saying I 150.
If they're making 150, that means they would have been making 30 before, and 30 is a side job. Seems now if you feel that you should be making more than that and they're willing to pay you that, then that's great. You should go get more. But 30 as a side job seems not bad to me.
I think though they practice a lot. It's not just they go to Sundays and then leave. Sure. But they were getting paid. They get paid to practice, and then they get paid like it's basically just like per diem.
I think that they should, with this Netflix show, they should be getting some money.
Now, sure, yes. Yeah. If you're on Netflix, you should get dividends from that, whatever. But.
You're right.
Yeah, I don't watch the Netflix show, so I don't know what the pay plan is for the Netflix show along with the cheerleading. That is not. That's
okay. See,
above
this
me.
is where I'm skeptical. Okay, I looked up. You see how many cheerleaders are on a squad? They say anywhere from 30 to 40. If each one is getting $150,000, that's like $4 million. I don't see that money being like that. That is not an asset. That is a bad business investment.
I think though
I do think the Cowboys probably make more than all the rest of them.
I think it's different specifically with the Dallas Cowboys.
I think you have to put the Dallas.
It's like such tradition that they've always had the cheerleaders.
You have to put them in another bucket. You can't look at the other 31 teams.
Yeah, I don't think it's similar to any team
like
in the NFL.
Girls will dress up as that for Halloween.
Correct.
Yeah,
I mean specifically.
They're not
I know the Thunderstruck
like a
Dallas Cowboys. Yeah.
You know the dance? Is that what you said?
I mean, one of my best friends knows it word for word, and she's a Browns fan, or move for move.
Really?
Like, you just know it, and then it's like.
But you have a brain for that. Like you just.
Who, me?
Yeah. Like when you did you choreographed our dance for the film festival, and I was like, how did you?
But like
do that?
I don't know it. But I don't. But I'm just saying, like the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders are
Taylor Swift fandom paying dividends.
Yeah.
Are part of the cultural lexicon far more, and I think they're far again, people dress up as them for Halloween, they do the whole thing. They are just far more valuable of a name than anything else. Again, also Jerry Jones should be spending more money in a lot of different places, not just the cheerleaders. But,
yeah, his star outside linebacker for one.
Right. So I don't
know. I kind of think you should trade him to the Bears.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
I'm skeptical of the claim. I would love to be proven wrong about that. $150,000 seems a little steep because you just get no return other than horny dudes at the game gawking.
I do think they do more appearances and
that's
stuff
true.
like that
Yeah.
than maybe other teams do.
Events and
That
stuff.
could be the case.
But that does
could
seem
be the
like
case.
that would be a significant investment.
And I don't want to seem like I'm disrespecting cheerleaders. I'm not disrespecting cheerleaders. I just don't find the utility in that profession. I don't understand. I never, as a kid, I'm like, you just on the sidelines, you're just yelling. I never understood. Never understood it.
Can you imagine being the person in the meeting, being like, how do we gas up our corporate event?
Cheerleaders.
Let's hire the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders.
Right.
Mini
It's
skirts,
where's
Cowboy
HR?
Stars.
Yeah, I don't know. That's an odd one.
I will say, like, growing up, my sister was a cheerleader, and like, obviously they're at the games and stuff, but their big thing was the competitions where they would like do their whole performance and stuff, which is very impressith, I will say.
Oh, that makes it because
but
when I was
yeah,
growing
it's
up,
totally different than the games for sure.
Yeah. One of my good friends growing up, shout out to Whitney. That's my dog. She was in the cheer team, and then there was another one called a dance team.
Yeah, there's difference. Yeah.
So the dance, they were like won nationals, like back to back to back. They were cold as shit. And then the cheerleading competitions, I get all that. Understand it's a whole new art form.
Yeah.
But like when you just chilling on the sidelines of a Raider game.
I remember in high school we had our dance team was called a drill team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The drill team hated the cheerleaders and vice versa. It was like a big rivalry of like all the hot girls. Like they were in like two different camps and they fucking hated each other.
Yeah, I didn't know there was funk.
Yeah, or at least at our school there was funk.
I mean, even in high school, my sister had boy cheerleaders on her teams in high school.
I remember that too.
But it was like football players who were like, yeah, I want to hang out with the girls.
Right. That's how, I mean, like a lot of the times in college, that's how the girls get lifted up is
those
the
guys
boys.
are jacked.
They're huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just when you thought woke was done, Big T.
Right.
Here come the male cheerleaders.
Yeah. But anyways, those are the big problems plaguing your nation at this moment in time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, and honestly, it worked in real time. We started talking about Lex Wexler and FC, and then we spent 20 minutes on cheerleaders.
I firmly believe I don't understand why anyone ever addresses anything. If you just wait a week, no one will care. Literally, it does not matter what it is. It could be a pedophile ring involving all of the most important people in the world. And if you just wait a little while, everyone won't care anymore. Like, it's been proven you can do it with anything. Just never address anything.
Yeah, I mean, it is the playbook. Yeah.
Like the CEO that resigned because he was having the affair at the Coldplay concert.
Yeah.
He resigned like the next day. Buddy, all you had to do was wait 3 days. Nobody would have ever thought of you ever again.
That's true.
Like
he resigned?
Both of them
or
did.
He was probably forced to resign by the board.
Yeah, she resigned too.
But like, just wait a week and no one would have ever thought about you for the rest of their lives.
Damn.
Or if they like try, like I feel like you can sue them for that. Like you can't.
I think they did try to sue Coldplay. Is that what you're saying?
No,
they tried to sue Coldplay.
I think they just blamed Coldplay.
Yeah.
Or that also might have been fake news. That might have been.
I'm sure there's a clause in your contract that like.
Did they both work there?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, maybe.
That like
if she was like head of HR.
Detriment.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't know that? Yeah.
She was head of people.
She was head of HR.
Yes. And she was having an affair with the CEO. So that's another layer to it too.
By the way, the other only thing they had to do was stand there and smile.
No, if they didn't do anything, nobody would have noticed. It wouldn't have been the biggest story in the world.
There were like 8 things they had to do wrong in a row to get to that spot, and they did all of them.
Yeah, PDA while you're cheating is wildly aggressive and extremely arrogant, though. That shit is crazy.
Listen, I always say this. If you're breaking the law, don't break the law. Like a UT receiver just got pulled over doing like 60 and a 35, and his license has been suspended for a year. Like, what are you doing?
Myles Garrett just got caught going 100 and a 60 at like 2 a.m. Why are we doing that?
That is crazy.
Like, and that's his like 6th time getting caught doing that.
If you're going to trade crypto, do it right. No sketchy platforms, no sketchy or customer support. That's why we only trust Kraken. Kraken lets you buy, sell, and swap over 300 cryptos without the lag, crashes, or clownery. Buying crypto manually, that's old school. Recurring buys let you automate your investments so you stack sats without even thinking about it. DCA done right. Buy more when prices dip, less when they spike. Link your bank in minutes, set it, forget it, and let your portfolio grow. Kraken Pay, instant crypto payments, lets you cover a lost bet, splitting the tab after a night out, or send funds for the next wild adventure. Kraken Pay lets you move money instantly with zero fees and no banks holding things up. And refer your friends. Kraken will hook you up with up to $200 in USDG just for spreading the love. So quit waiting. Head to kraken.com/barstool. Not investment advice. Crypto trading involves risk of loss and is offered to U.S. customers, excluding Washington, New York, and Maine, through Payward Interactive Incorporated.
A little bit of a pivot, but like, again, sometimes I'll do the for you on Twitter for better or for worse. And is OnlyFans doing stand-up shows now?
Oh, what?
This is the first I'm hearing of this.
Bro, just look at it real quick.
What do I search for this?
OnlyFans stand-up. Like there was
All right.
OnlyFans stand-up. I'm searching on Twitter.
I could be wrong, but that's
I'm on OnlyFans just because I just Googled it. And there's a comedy section.
Oh, this was a bad thing to search.
Didn't they? They tried to do this a couple years ago. Where
they tried to do with like athletes, right?
Well, they were like, we're pivoting. We're getting rid of all the porn. We're just like if you're a comedian or whatever, like a journalist or something,
influencer,
right?
Or something. Yeah.
We're a paywall platform.
Yes,
okay.
Which I think was the original intent of the thing, and then it just became a porn thing.
Okay,
and that lasted like a week, and they were like, actually, we're losing all our money. Bring it back.
Haven't some of the people on there made like tens of millions of dollars?
I think they still do.
That's insane.
Catch me outside. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She cleaned up.
She did.
Yeah. Again, it's all like most products just come back to horny ass dudes. I don't understand OnlyFans. There is free porn, and you choose to
infinite supply.
Yeah, and you choose to like be creepy and follow one or two or however many subscriptions you have, my guy.
What?
That's listen. I don't kink shame, but that shit is wild to me.
That is
like,
weird. What percentage of the internet do you think is porn?
I remember being told in college, and I forget what class it was, but it was
79.
At any given time, 40% of all the traffic on the internet is Facebook, Netflix, and Pornhub.
All right, so here's another question.
Way more than that.
Here's another question I have about Pornhub. How do they make money?
Ads.
But like, if you're on Pornhub, their ads are like absurd ads. Like, I don't like. Do they have a click-through rate where like they're actually like generating enough?
I mean, because it's like website ads. It's like
I don't know. It's like
other thing ads. Like, I mean, it has to be ads. Like,
I mean, they have ads.
They get more. If you could look at a random video and I'll have like 7 million views, I'm like, and it's kind of whack. I'm like, how does this have 7 million views? I would argue that they have like extreme amounts of traffic, like extreme.
So I was just gonna say, I wonder if they're selling data like crazy.
Oh fuck, you're probably
I
right.
bet there's an underground deal with them and Amazon or whoever.
Yeah. With the government.
And you're worried about Facebook selling your info? That's not who's doing it. Well, they are, but
Pornhub can charge a premium over Facebook, I bet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. That might be Arian, you said you wanted to create a conspiracy. I think I just created one.
Ooh, I like that.
So I just pulled something up. It said, who owns Pornhub? The shady story behind the world's #1 porn site. And they said somebody bought it.
Probably BlackRock.
Probably. Some shell company. So it was acquired. MindGeek was acquired by Ethical Capital Partners. Great. It was sold for like $140 million.
Jesus.
That seems remarkably light.
Yeah. It does seem light, but that's what I mean. I feel like their revenue like can't be that great because it's all free. And their ads are things that like then it's just like this makes me wonder if I have still somehow have too much faith in humanity, where it's like, how many people are buying this shit that's on here? And maybe it's a lot.
I just think
these OnlyFans creators, bro. Dudes are horny, man. Like dudes are wildly horny. They want to see girls in miniskirts while watching dudes hit each other. Shit is wild, though. That's a horny ass. That's horny.
Yeah. I wonder if they just quietly got rid of all the cheerleaders, if anyone would notice.
You wouldn't.
Yeah. Because like I said, Bears don't have it. I've never thought about it.
Yeah.
Wait, no, that's not. They've never had it? I don't think
they had
true.
it. They had the honey bears in like the 80s. But
I specifically remember sliding out of bounds and running into one.
No, look it up.
Was that them?
No, it couldn't have been them. They haven't. I know for a fact they haven't had them.
Did you ever like deck a cheerleader?
Not a cheerleader. I've done a cameraman, and I guess
the Chicago Honey Bears
right.
were in the late 70s and early 80s. And then I think Virginia McCaskey took over. Oh, there's a thing on the Wikipedia. It says here, the curse of the Honey Bears. Some Bears fans claim that their team lingers under the Honey Bear curse, as the team is still yet to win another Super Bowl after the group's termination.
They did get rid of them in 1985, which feels like
that was the last. Honestly,
should have kept it going at that point.
Let's run the experiment. Let's see if we can get Caleb Williams going with some Honey Bears.
Also, I searched Arian Foster running into cheerleader, and there's a clip of Arian on a different podcast talking about the same exact thing, how he thinks cheerleaders are not are useless.
Really?
From 3 years ago.
Consistent.
And then the second
Was it
one,
our show?
No, it was a different show. And then this is an article from 11 years ago this week, and it says Texans cheerleaders spoof Arian Foster's odd media session from when Arian did that press conference where he just said he's trying to be a good teammate, and the cheerleaders did that.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Shout out to them. Yeah, I guess I am misremembering, but
Arian kind of staying on business with this take.
Yeah.
I just don't see it, bro. I've yet to hear a good argument why you need cheerleaders other than dudes. Like, it's kind of horny, man. It's like,
sex sells, apparently.
Yeah, no, 1,000%.
Trying to look up who were the first cheerleaders.
It's gotta be the Cowboys.
For college football specifically,
Hillary Clinton suits.
I think for college football specifically, they're good for like to be with the band and stuff pregame. But then once the game starts, you don't need them there.
Because crazy enough, they have like prime real estate on the sideline.
Oh yeah,
it can be like used for like alumni or something like that.
All right, I think this fact is gonna knock you over. So women were first allowed to cheer at the University of Minnesota in 1923. Prior to that, they had cheerleaders going back all the way to 1897, all male cheerleaders.
Oh wow!
Well, I'm sure everything was all male in 1897.
Fair. The shift to mostly female cheer squads began as men were drafted into the military for World War II. So that's how we have these female cheer squads.
Wow, that is a fun fact.
Wasn't George H.W. Bush a cheerleader in college?
There are 4 U.S. presidents that were cheerleaders in college.
That's crazy.
I think H.W. was.
His son was.
W?
W. Who are the other ones? You have them?
Reagan.
Okay.
Really?
Eisenhower.
Really? Because he was on the football team and got hurt. So then he just became a cheerleader?
Probably less stigma of male cheerleaders back then.
After suffering a knee injury in football, Eisenhower decided to be a cheerleader for the team.
Interesting.
And then FDR.
Okay.
I didn't know FDR was a cheerleader. Interesting, man.
But
almost 10% of our presidents have been cheerleaders.
Yeah. I wonder if like that name, I wonder if they were like actually leading cheers. Like
I believe that's how it started.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then like the
I
dance
think they
and
still
the
kind
gymnastics.
of do.
Yeah, they like at Notre Dame games like they do have like the sign cards but like I wouldn't say that's their primary, like that's not why they became cheerleaders. They became cheerleaders because of all like the other stuff, like the competition, the dance, the gymnastics, all that, I would imagine.
Okay. You make a compelling point for that. Because in my head, I was just thinking, like, why would you, as a dude, would you want to be a cheerleader?
Yeah. But if you're like riling up the student body, like that'd be kind of sick. Like when I go to those soccer games in England, there's definitely like a couple of guys who like start the chants, and it takes over the whole stadium.
I mean, a mascot is basically a cheerleader, right?
Yeah, I think they're part
of
the team.
Part of the cheerleading team, yeah.
I think that's
and they're usually girls, right? Because you have to be like smaller to fit in the costumes. Most of them.
When I think of mascots, the first thing that comes to my head is the Stanford tree when he got in the fight. Do you ever seen that video?
No.
Oh, who was it with? I think I do remember this.
This is, I got to pull this up.
Please do.
Stanford tree fight. He fought the Cal Bear on the sidelines of a basketball game.
Yeah, I think I do remember this. Yeah.
And it was like the most ridiculous thing because he's got the googly-eyed Stanford tree in a
Now,
scrap.
mascots, I'm all for more mascots, more carnage with mascots, more games, more everything. Like go slap random fans and shit. I love that shit. Like when mascots act a fool, I love that shit.
Did you ever see the this was probably from like 6 or 7 years ago, the Blackhawks have Tommy Hawk, and he's a bird looking thing, and so it was a guy, and some stupid kid like hit him or something, and Tommy Hawk just picks up this guy and pile drives him in the concourse and like absolutely smokes him. I'm like, damn, don't mess with Tommy Hawk.
Didn't you have a feud with him?
I did have a feud with him on the internet.
Seems like the wrong guy to pick.
Back in at least his Twitter account, Tommy Hawk's social media manager, and I had a little beef. That was probably back in like 2013. But yeah, the incident where he had to, it was like a professional wrestling move where he like picked him up and slammed him on the concourse.
That's wild.
Yeah, we need more of that.
Who did that? I had a feud online with somebody funny. What's that guy's name? Iron Sheik.
Oh yeah,
the wrestler.
Yeah.
What did you feud with the Iron Sheik about?
Couldn't even. He said something. And I just respond. He was talking shit, but like it's kind of his persona, and I had no idea. I didn't watch wrestling growing up. I didn't know who he was, and I said something slick back. I don't think it was slick at the time. I was like super PC, so I probably was like trying to take the high road.
Wait.
Then,
I just found the tweet. So you tweeted, who is a funny person to follow on here, famous or not? This is February of 2013.
Jeez.
This is not the real Iron Sheik.
No, I'm pretty sure it was.
It says parody account. Now, maybe at the time I don't know.
But that's a big account, is it not?
It is big. It has 600,000 followers.
Yeah.
Yeah, parodies weren't really a thing back then.
Okay, so
it says tribute to the legend. Like maybe he was alive. Now he's dead. They changed it.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
That could be it.
The Iron Sheik said, if you don't respect the legend, I break your back, fuck your ass, make you humble old country way worse than Tiger Woods' wife. That's got to be fake.
No, that was his persona. Like, I mean, it could have been. I don't know. I don't know enough about him, but like,
the Big Lead wrote an article about it and says Arian Foster and the Iron Sheik had a brief Twitter feud.
What year was this?
13.
When did people become like self-aware aware of bits,
like trolls and bits and shit? Like,
because I feel like Twitter was a way different animal 10 years ago than it is now.
No, it's a new game.
Yeah.
10 years even that was like what 12?
Yeah.
15. So like it was a different place, especially like being in the public eye as an athlete. Back then it was like you had to be PC, you had to like, kind of like carry yourself with a certain persona, whereas now you can say whatever the fuck you want.
Did they coach you up on that? Like did they set you down in training camp?
Meetings about that. Yeah. I used to get in trouble with some of the shit I used to tweet all the time.
Well, do you ever seen like Kevin Durant's tweets from like 2000?
Yeah, he was funny.
Wild.
It was funny as shit. It was funny as shit.
That's kind of like Biz too. Like back in the day, he was like big on Twitter before it was like a huge thing for athletes to like be online. Is that right?
And he was wild on there.
Yeah,
too.
like he was like saying crazy stuff.
He was telling stories about girls licking his hoop. So.
That's wild.
He's a crazy guy.
Arian, before we go, you'll be happy to know I did manage to purchase for 50% of the asking price, by the way, the 2008 Rocky Top News Vols football preview magazine, which has a picture of you on the cover of it wearing a hard hat with a giant orange mallet, and it says "Pounding the Rock. Ground game could be great in 08."
Spoiler alert, it was not.
Nothing was good in 08.
Was that Kiffin?
No, that was Fulmer's last year.
Fulmer's last year, okay.
I showed my mom that. She said, I was like, look at this dude. And she goes, oh, I have that magazine. So she has a copy somewhere in her house.
It's the picture that looks the least like you that I've ever seen.
That was, when they make you shave for, back then, I don't know if they still do it for Tennessee, but they made you shave before picture day. So I was still getting my growth back from that.
Interesting.
And so I was real baby face, and
yeah, that's probably
again one of the stupidest shits ever. Making people shave for a picture is dumb. But
I didn't know you were into the fun photo shoots.
Back then, you just, hey, they want to do a photo shoot, and it never fails. Every photo shoot I've ever been a part of, the photographer gets in front of you, say, hey man, can you cross your arms like this? And look, I'm like, so like towards the end of my career, every photo shoot I did, I would never do that pose. They're like, hey man, can you do that? No, it doesn't look good, my guy. No.
There's some funny ones we found by accident.
Yeah, right. Y'all was digging.
No. We have a database at work.
No, y'all stay.
There was some in nature on rocks, and
Arian planking on a boulder.
Yep.
Yeah, y'all stay trying to play.
He was on a Disney Channel show.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm being so genuine when I say I found those all by accident.
Yeah, Arian has a storied past we don't know about.
I know. I feel like I learn something new about you every time I'm on this show.
Every time I go on HQ to look up a photo.
Well, they're on Getty Images.
They're on Getty.
I told y'all which one to get of mine. That if y'all can get that one.
We did. We tried to find that. I don't think it's on Getty. Your favorite photo of you, right?
No, we found it.
I thought we did.
No,
find
but
it.
we couldn't.
Yeah, that's right. It was like $500.
Yeah.
Just do
See
it.
if I could,
bill it to Dave.
Yeah, I'll ask. I'll ask.
Yeah, I'll do it here. I'll send it.
Send me the link. I'll ask them if they can buy it.
I got you.
All right. Well,
great times. Yep. Good episode. So Quiet Pills. What's the end? Like, is the website still up?
No, they got rid of it.
The website's down. They have released, I think, the names of like 11 suspects. The only 2 people ever arrested with this murder were Palestinians.
Really?
Yeah. They were accomplices, and they were traveling to Jordan, and they got picked up. So that was that. Everybody else, you don't really know their identities, but there was like a journalist who was like a British expat living in Israel, and they used his passport, and so they were like questioning him. He's like, I don't know what this, like, he was like genuinely scared. He's like, I have nothing to do with this. Like, I don't know why they used my name or how they got my, like, he was able to like prove that he was not there and had nothing to do with it. But it was like, he was like the closest guy that they were going after at one point. But they murdered a guy allegedly, and everybody except for 2 accomplices got away with it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, it worked.
Yeah. They got their guy.
It worked.
Yeah.
Cold ass name for bullets.
Lake City Quiet Pills.
Yeah, Quiet Pills is amazing.
I'm gonna start using that for deer season.
Yeah, 100%. Hey, quiet, man. You get one of them Quiet Pills.
Yeah.
That dog. All right, man. We'll catch y'all next week. I'm pretty sure is Boss Man back.
Yeah.
Boss Man back. We're gonna be back in town. And we'll see y'all. Stay safe. Don't murder anybody, please.
Anti-murder.
Yeah. Peace.